what I was
planes,
gonna
though.
ask. That's what I was gonna ask though, before I come to that. So can plane shift go to the same plane that we're on, just a different area?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Never mind then. We
It
don't plane shift.
specifically says to another plane, I believe. Let me pull that up.
Yeah,
I
it
believe
does.
that's
It does.
right, because I think I've looked at that before.
It does.
Now, there are other planes we know about. We just don't have tuner forks to them, like other demi planes we could have visited. Like, we could have ported away to see Valora if we had a fork for there.
So, by the way, I took us live.
Oh, okay.
Did you really?
Yeah. We're broadcasting.
Ow.
We're recording. I can still
yeah, we
hear
are live.
y'all. This is freaking amazing. Okay, I need a volunteer to turn on a camera
I
to
nominate
see if
anyone
it
other than
breaks
me.
everything.
I can turn on a camera, but it won't be set up properly. It'll be looking at the ground, like on my desk.
Okay.
Spartacus.
Hold on.
Oh,
Anyone
Tux is
who
doing it
isn't
too.
me. Anyone at all.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
Tux
no.
is plugged.
Tux turned his on.
Yeah, Tux turned it on and it's spinning and it's.
Yeah, I just see dots
I'm
for
just
him.
seeing spinning dots.
I mean, the whole "it's perfect, let's see if we can break it" is, not a good attitude when we're 17 minutes in. So let's have that
Yeah.
camera back off, Tux.
I mean, it's not perfect. It is far from perfect. So I guess we should do the whole. I mean, we have 3 viewers already. Hi everyone, thanks for dropping in to watch us play D&D.
Hello.
You are only hearing our voices today because every time we've tried to stream in the past month, something has broken, and so we're just very gently easing into this with a lot of just gentle and slow. I'm GM Gearnos, and today I am joined by Halo Cat.
Hello.
Meryl.
I am Halo Cat.
Hello, I am Merle.
Tux.
Pleased to be here.
I am here.
And Ziziva.
Hello.
We are going to be playing D&D set in Ravnica. We are using Roll20. You should be able to see everyone's character sheets on the nifty little overlay. If not, don't bother telling me because I don't know how to fix it. Let's see here. I guess let's do a quick... hey, guys, guess what? I got some news. Did y'all know this background music we're listening to is provided by Sirenscape?
And we appreciate
What it is?
Right? Yeah, I mean, I have
Whoa.
said this for something like 66 episodes. Good lord.
Wow.
Are we seriously? Yeah, we are on episode 66.
Yeah.
I need
Oh,
to
that's
get caught
very.
up.
Huh. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, Tex has a lot of HP now.
You know who has a surprising amount of HP? Meryl.
Well, I mean, clerics are well known to be tanky, I guess. I don't know.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. So, when we last left off, y'all were going to bed, right?
Well, we packed up at the lab and we were about to go over to the bathhouse. I went and grabbed my stuff at the office, said bye to my tree for a couple days.
You know what? Let's just have someone who's been paying more attention do the recap.
Alright, Zizzle, whenever you're ready.
Oh, very funny. Okay. Are we doing a whole recap? I didn't think we were doing that. Okay.
Indulge me.
Okay, so we went and did some supply running. There was a copper dome set up for angel traps. I got a gold bar for giving myself a ghost to fight if I want. We picked up the adamantine. We found out more about the lab that we really need to investigate. Again, turning up. And so Rail did a commune. Devotion doesn't want to kill him. Fire main angels can't innately silence, though she had a wand or something. And the cloning facility is functional.
Thank goodness for small table.
We met Hashi. Hashi came by with 6 little Azorius drone things. Rail did detect thoughts, and then did a suggestion on a justice. While in our agency,
Seemed
being
like a good
watched
idea
by
at the
6
time.
little recorders. So we followed her, and we met the angel, who did not immediately kill anyone, and took Hashi and flew off. And we found out that the angel has no interest in acting within a flawed legal system. That's our big update. She seems very set on the whole killing people thing. Still a little disturbing there. We have more postcards now. Raven's Talon has a maker mark on it. That was found. And the gun has been taken apart and put together by Frizz. What did you do during the downtime, Tux? I forgot. I know what we did. I did the skull and stuff.
He put together.
My wife.
Yeah, he hung out with Amnestria, and he put together an overlay.
Oh yeah, personal developments and hanging out with employees and learning their names and stuff. Okay, now I remember.
I'm a good
Soft
company
skills.
owner.
Right, well, I guess we should get this started. It's about 8 o'clock, we'll say, in the evening, maybe pushing close to 9. The night is yours?
I guess we're walking over to the bathhouse, and we've decided to take Emanestra with us, even though for some reason Cathal didn't tell them they were evacuating for 2 days.
Okay. 2 things. Barasa, not Amnestria.
Okay.
Second thing. I'd like
Barasa.
to put in a requisition order.
Oh, and I do have to
Before
talk to
we
Norris before we go. What kind of requisition order would you like?
I would like a gold inlaid vial worth at least 400 GP.
Go buy one.
Yeah, just run down to the corner store.
I'm sorry, did you say corner store?
I did not.
That's what it sounded like. Okay, so tell us more about this vial that you need, Fairdeer. Is this something we can make? What's it for? What's the company benefit? If you're just going to say I need 400 gold on the day that we gave out 1,000, I'm going to rubber stamp it denied.
Okay, so, you know that thing that that stone can do with summon elemental?
Yeah?
Turns out I can do that, but I need a gold vial worth at least 400 GP, according to my notes.
Is it
So-
consumed?
I don't think so. It looks like... Well, is it?
If it's,
Probably not if it's that expensive.
If it's a spell, I think it is. The vial is not consumed.
Yeah, I think I just need to have it on hand. So...
Now, Fairdeer, I just figured out my own very expensive spell component with my money I was given. So I'm going to say, unless you can craft the vial and get some savings, you may just have to go buy a vial. But
No, I just wanted to spend 420 and have one of the people fetch it for me.
okay, you're not asking company funds.
Oh,
You
no,
said
sorry.
supply
I just meant...
requisition.
Sorry, just because it's 8 o'clock, I just was lazy and wanted one of the goblins to get it for me.
Okay, you go talk to them or Cathal. I would suggest Cathal.
I will
You
do
know what?
this.
I have to go talk to her anyway. I need to see about ordering a special dagger. Let's go see Cathal.
Onward!
Okay, Rail, Feraldin, what are y'all up to?
I want to go see if Cathal too.
I'll tag along. I don't think I had anything else that I was working on at the moment.
Alright, it is 8 p.m. Let me roll on Cathal's table to see where she would be right now. Huh. Alright, you would find Cathal up on top of the building, working around a large copper and flower-coated dome. As she takes pot shots into the night sky, it appears. She looks over her shoulder as y'all approach. This is me time.
So if we need a requisition for anything, should we just write it down and slip it under your door for maybe tomorrow, since we're about to leave for 2 days?
She blinks slowly. What do you need me to get?
I believe Fairdeer needs a spell component vial that's expensive. And then I wanted to try to order a dagger. I don't know if I need to go somewhere else for the design. I wanted one with like a little coin size open in the dagger where I could screw the handle on and off. And a lead line sheath for it, for, the fake coin.
She just turns to look at Ferelden and Rail.
I'm just gonna point at Ferelden. Just like, ain't me this time.
Name's not Ferelden.
Oh, what am I?
Fereld.
Fereld.
Ferelda.
Just Fereld.
Fereld. There we go. Sorry.
Like Gerald with an S.
It's been some time.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, I just kind of wave and then just look over at all of the other people. I'm just tagging along.
Okay, just checking. She walks around the edge of the dome, very careful not to touch it.
Do you want to disarm that if we're going to be gone a couple days, Frizz?
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember your initial
do you know
sleight
how
of
to?
hand roll?
No, I don't remember the initial sleight of hand roll.
Well, then you're doing this as a mystery. Roll disarm traps.
Cool. Let's see. That's 18. Or that's no. Sleight of hands plus 4, so that's 18. And I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna spend that 1d4 extra.
Okay.
With my sorcery points. And that will be an extra 4, so that will be 22.
Okay, you beat the initial difficulty you set for yourself, and there is a slight pop of electricity as you remove the little crystals.
Cool.
Cathal goes over to a pack that she has left set on the ground near the entrance to the roof. Pulls out a short bit of paper and starts writing. Okay, give me the specifications of these one more time.
I'm gonna write out all the details for mine.
Well, she's writing. Just tell her.
Okay, I will give all the details for mine. And,
You really just don't want to be in character today, do you?
sorry.
It's okay. He's
I understand having
already
a
said
bad
it
brain day.
once.
Yeah.
I need a dagger with a coin-sized opening in it that's about or a tiny bit bigger than the fake poison coin size. And so I can take it in and out of the dagger, and a lead line sheath for the blade part. That'll have the coin in it.
Okay, and these are going to be added to the monthly operating expenses?
Sure. I left you 2 months worth, so we should have enough for this month. And how much? Your item's expensive, right? Fairdeer, do you want to? You know yours is expensive already. Do you want to give her the money, and I'll figure out what mine costs once she finds out?
Sure. I shall take 400 gold and distribute it.
Alright, she, takes the hefty amount of gold. Because 400 coins is not a small amount.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking is what's the easiest way of...
I mean, they're
It's
about
8 pounds.
Yeah, it's 8 pounds of quarters, essentially.
Yeah.
Do you have extra pouches or anything on your list?
I don't.
She carries extra pouches, you're fine. So, okay, I will get this requisition put in, and it'll hopefully come in soon. You should be at the bathhouse by now.
We're on our way over. I just have to talk to Noros. It'll be like 3 minutes.
Alright, he is in the secondary research lab, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary research lab? Where's that?
It's below the first.
So, under where your room is, by 1 story?
Employee level, yes.
Okay. Ingrid sets off to find Noros real quick.
Alright.
Enjoy your personal time. We appreciate your effort.
She turns and fires a firebolt into the sky.
Oh, hey, Rel, did you tell that thing that there might be, I don't know. Maybe we should just not tell Cathal that.
Are you saying this out loud in front of Cathal?
Yes.
You see an ear twitch.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't tell her exactly what, but maybe just that you caused maybe a little trouble and we don't know if anything will happen because of it. Maybe, I'm not going to explain this to Cathal. And Ingrid runs downstairs very fast.
Yeah, Rails is gonna just rub at his temples for a minute and go, the Lawmaster situation is not... We don't know where that's going to go exactly.
Okay, well, I mean...
But there's...
Keep me updated?
Just keep an eye out if you don't mind.
Of course. She fires again. This time she's shooting at the stars.
Trying to shoot one down, or target practice?
Are you asking her?
That is out loud, yes.
She shrugs. So, Tux?
Yes.
Are you broadcasting from the highway?
No.
That fan is really loud.
Okay, sorry, I moved my mic, but I guess it's played.
No,
One
it's
second.
okay. I was just like, oh, cool. Tux is playing while driving. That's not dangerous at all.
Better or the same?
You're fine.
I think Ingrid's gone before she notices that Rel didn't actually tell Cathal.
Alright, you would find Noros in the ancillary research room.
I told Cathal enough.
Yes.
Hey, Noros. Since you're kind of staying here researching for a while, I've got a bit of a topic if you run across anything.
Certainly. What would you like me to put some attention towards?
Anti-poison measures, like not getting poisoned by something you're holding that magically poisons, or maybe like if it's a weapon, how to isolate the poison to, like the blade and not the handle.
He just blinks at you slowly.
I mean, I'm Golgari, so it's normal.
I mean, that's... I do... And he holds up a book on geometry.
Well, if you run across any protection geometries that happen to say, like, deal with poison, just keep an eye out for me, okay?
Have you tried an inoculation yet?
No. Would that be a Simic thing?
Maybe?
I'll give it some thought. I'll talk to Verdir. Thank you. Bye.
He kind of shrugs and goes back to the math he's doing. You notice that the ancillary research room is maybe a 25 by 20-foot space with a desk and just a pile of books.
Okay, guys, bathhouse, and we've got our guest with us, and I'm totally not worried about why we're being sent to the bathhouse. Let's go. You did go get.
Let's just keep our guard up.
You did go get her, Fair, right?
Yes.
Amnestria kind of, Arissa kind. Wait, is it Arissa? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, it is Arissa. Sorry, I'm sober. Kind of waves a little bit.
Hello. Okay, let's all go. It's not very far.
Alright.
Alright, with Arissa and Mavana in tow, y'all arrive at the Creatures of Comfort Bathhouse and Spa. The large ornate columns and marble floors, very unwelcoming at night when there's very little light out and the doors have to be unlocked. Rio, the turquoise-skinned, pale green-haired proprietor that y'all have encountered previously, holds the door open for you as you arrive. So, hello, you have the special suite reserved, yes?
Yes.
Whatever Cathal set up. I don't think I got the details before we left.
Certainly. Second floor, the door directly across from the stairwell.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Heading up unless anyone objects.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to remember from last time we were here. Yeah, let's just head up.
Alright, up the stairs and directly across the hallway is a large set of double doors. Deep wood with brass relief fixtures. There is a scene etched into the wood of just flowing water, creatures rising up and pouring water over others. It's a fantasy bathhouse scene of sort done in wood and brass. Beyond the doors is a large central chamber with several cots laid out and a buffet table.
So Rail, while we're settling in, can I get that angel feather from you in case we need to scry on her? That would make scrying easier if she ever takes that non-detection thing off.
I think that's not the most likely thing, but worth preparing for, sure. Yeah. I don't remember. When did I pick up the angel feather?
Outside the devotions place.
Right. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, well, worst comes to worst, it'll make a nice curio. Okay, so I'll hand over the angel feather.
Alright, go ahead and mark that down.
I already did.
My inventory.
Arissa kind of limps her way over to the table. She takes a look at some of the food, picks at a little, makes herself a small plate and goes and sits on one of the cots. So, why?
Why what?
There's a lot of maybe whys right now. If you're asking about why we're here, we actually have no idea why Cathal sent us away for 2 days.
Well, what's happening tomorrow?
I don't know. It's still 2 days until devotions play.
What was going on with the guild meeting again? Or was that still at some point in the unspecified future?
They're still discussing whether or not to hold a Pan Guild meeting. Right now, it's just representatives of the guilds negotiating.
I
So it
thought
ain't
we were
that.
going to like Farkeep and like a college.
Yeah, but that was after Cathal told us that we were going to be away for 2 days. The only thing I had on my agenda for tomorrow was to pick up the adamantine, and well, I mean, we already did that a day early. So I mean, we have stuff we were going to do now because she sent us away. We just don't know why she sent us away.
The door creaks, and a tall, semi-muscular man with a similar skin tone to Rio, completely bald with large black eyes, comes in wearing just a kind of linen kilt. He's carrying a fairly large crystal pitcher that seems to be filled with some sort of red liquid and a number of cups. He goes around setting out the cups on the table and pours them full of the liquid before bowing to y'all and leaving.
Identify liquid.
How are you identifying
just, like,
liquid? Are you
saying
casting a
that?
spell, or are you giving rail instructions?
I forget, but I know that's a thing I can do.
Was it because of your old acquisition ability?
I believe that's what he's trying to use, so he would probably get out his alchemy kit to identify a small portion of the liquid.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright, go ahead and just make me a straight intelligence roll.
Sure.
Huh. Random question.
Really?
Does purify food and drink ruin alcohol?
No. Wait,
Good.
no, actually, alcohol is a mild poison.
Yeah.
That was, so it would de-alcohol. I don't know.
Yes.
12.
Okay, cool. It's red wine.
That's a shame.
Okay.
It's like the anti-Jesus. It's just kind of like ruining every party. Turn the wine to water.
I mean, I was a little worried maybe she sent us here because, you know, someone wanted to talk about us not getting in a conflict and not bringing him a certain something. That's kind of what I was worried about. But if he doesn't show up within an hour or two, it might not be that.
Maybe.
There is a 18-month-old downstairs banging stuff around. That's why we're occasionally not answering right away.
Actually, I think your dad's building something.
I stand by my statement. Anyway, goblets of wine are left on the table for you.
Okay.
The banquet itself looks to be a mixture of primarily sweets, honey, ambrosia salad, chocolate-dipped marshmallows, peeled grapes, peaches, nectarines, this strange-looking half globe of it looks like a very thick and solid gelatin of sorts that has been crowned with a slice of with a spread of whipped cream.
Are there any pears?
Yes.
Ingrid looks at them dubiously after Cathal has described something bad as being pear-shaped.
They're quite tasty. It's a figure of speech.
So apparently pears are just weird tasting apples, I have been told.
I mean,
Not entirely. I think they're different plants.
I guess they kind of have like a Granny Smith.
I don't.
Depends on the pear and the apple.
I can't necessarily agree with that one.
Okay, I'm actually looking this up now.
Mm-hmm.
Pears are
Because the texture is
They're
a little
plum fruits.
a lot
Gene
different,
pirate.
and the peel is way softer.
So they're plum fruits, which are like all fruits that come from what are they called? Spring, like they're grown from a blossom and harvested like through late summer through late autumn.
Well, they're definitely different genuses.
Yeah, they're different. They're different, but they're all in that same family of fruits. Like also like nashi and quince.
They're
I like to think
family-
we're all having this conversation like.
Oh, they're in the
character.
rose family.
Like all of a sudden, like everybody just got a nat 20 on their nature check. Let me
Okay.
tell you about pears.
No,
Sorry,
Ingrid
actually-
failed her nature check. That's why she's looking at them so dubiously.
Arissa and Mavana
Rael
both
is going
take
to
a
eat
cup
a
of
pear.
wine. Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Of course. That is... What number is that? That's 6.
It is.
Did you
What's the
just have
sixth
the
then?
wine, or did you have the food too?
No, I didn't have wine. I just took a bite of a pear.
It is. It is mind. It is mind-shatteringly good.
Alright.
You want more?
Oh, dear.
Arissa and
How much more?
as much as you want. But it
Okay.
tastes really,
Too
really
much.
good. Arissa and Mavana both get cups of wine and like a small plate of snacks.
I shall have a cup of wine. While sipping it, not like downing it.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I think that's a 20. Yes.
It is rich and almost has a silky texture with notes of persimmon, tobacco, dark chocolate, and cherry.
This is a good wine.
Okay, well,
Alright.
I guess I'll make a very, very tiny plate of things. Then, if everyone, I don't want to feel left out.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Alright, what are y'all eating?
Ingrid just has like the littlest sliver of just different stuff to try it on her plate because she doesn't really like need to eat it, so she has like a tasting plate.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
It tastes really good. You would like to have larger portions, but yeah. Farrell?
I would want to eat mainly the grapes, but
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
yep. Ooh. Wait, I did not realize that. Okay, cool. Apparently sorcerers are proficient in that. I
Yep.
had not even realized that. That is 21 then.
Excellent. It's really rich and bursting with this kind of subtle tanniny taste to it. It leaves your mouth just slightly numb, like it's just shy of being alcoholic, but not boozy. Definitely would like some more.
So, a couple things we should probably suggest. I know we have planned to go to the Prism University and then go visiting tomorrow, but we are on a ticking clock. So, do we want to wake up early in the morning and see how we feel about an hour and a half before her shift would be ended?
Sure.
What to do? What exactly?
I don't know. That's why I suggested we do something else for a day and take a day off and kind of let ourselves think about it. You know, that's why I was like, maybe we should just go visit places and take a day off. But I think we should wake up in the morning in case, you know, there's anything changed or in the news, maybe grab a newspaper in the morning. I don't know.
I think that's an excellent idea. Mavani, you still don't sleep, right?
I mean, I can, but I don't need to.
Right. If you wouldn't mind, please make sure we're up bright and early. Please feel free to use buckets of water if necessary. I'm a bit of a heavy sleeper.
When did her shift end? 6 or 7 a.m. normally? I don't know if you want me to do a history check. I don't remember. I can go back through notes, though.
Oh, was that in character or out of character? I thought you were asking them.
I was asking them, but then no one answered, so I was like, maybe I should just do a memory check.
Oh, I thought that was a DM question.
I do not remember.
I wrote down notes of such things, so... One second. I thought I wrote down notes of such things.
Alright, well, it's recent enough that you would have memory of it, that her shift ends at 6.
But to figure out if we wanted to do anything, we'd have to get up like around 5. So we need to get to sleep very soon if we're doing that. Otherwise, I think maybe taking a day off and letting ourselves think about it in a lower stress environment might not be too bad a thing.
I concur.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we might benefit from thinking about where we want to go next and just kind of figuring out where we are as a company.
But I mean, it'd be a nice day out to go see what the university looks like, and then let Frizz see the museum factory and visit around.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about. I don't know how we're doing as far as sources of income go.
I mean, well, Ferdier asked earlier, and I said we have 1,700 in company funds.
Oh, right, no, not current funds. I'm just talking about future income.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to keep the jobs coming in.
There are a number of employees you have that are doing the day-to-day handling of the business, so at the end of the month when we do the total, you will have a bonus to the does the company pay for itself role.
Oh, good. All right, I'm trying to be responsible, if I'm nominally in charge. This is why I prefer just being a researcher. Alright. Anyhow. So yes. Good night's sleep, and then we can all consider things tomorrow.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan?
Cots are individual, but they are very plush. Thick padding, warm blankets, at least 2 pillows each, plus an additional one for the feet to get them elevated.
Nice.
Ingrid's, of course, not going to sleep, so she has some stuff to do.
And Mavana just sits there throughout the night reading. Y'all can take a long rest if y'all want.
So Ingrid animates the last 10 birds and keeps 2 in her pack and puts 38 in the chest. And then makes scrying drawings of Dominion and Hashi, and then writes out some font samples to Frizz as suggestions for the engraving, and tries several times to have awkward conversation with Mavana.
Okay, well, in that order, make me a percentile roll, please.
$99.
Okay, roll me 1d10.
$10.
The last bird that you animate squawks and struggles a bit before you manage to push it into the bag.
It acts different than the other ones?
Yes.
Okay, then I put 37 in the chest. I keep my 2 messengers in the bag. And I look at the funny last bird for what happened with it.
It chirps and looks back at you, tilting its head to the side a little.
You still take commands?
It caws.
Okay. Hey. If I put this funny crystal on you, can I see what you see? She like whispers it so Mavana's not listening, and she sets the bird on top of the void stone.
It kind of wobbles and bounces very precariously.
Okay, that didn't work. But hey, okay, you can stay out of the bag, like, with me because you seem more normal bird. No one will know. It's okay. And then she gives it all the usual instructions. Don't eat people. Listen to other Golgari if you need to and you don't have commands with me, kind of thing. That
Your basic
typical zombie. Yeah.
Okay. What conversation do you try to have with Mavana? She's mostly just reading through the book.
Well, she'll do the what are you reading first, which is always a very annoying question to ask people, but it is Ingrid. So what you reading, Mavana?
It is, the common name for it is the Bible of Coin.
I think there was some mention of text in the old family book that my aunt had, but I've never really looked at them. They were kind of too upset with the family not being in Orzhov to bring home types of Orzhov things.
She nods slowly. This one is, my family's. It got passed to me very recently when I took up my service oath.
Well, if you want to read other things in between, I went to the office and cleared it out, so I have the full Zaldi Half Angel series with me. If you want anything else to read in between, if you're not sleeping, that's a lot of extra time, as I've been finding out recently.
I appreciate it, but I'm good for now. Thank you.
I'll be right back. I'm having a nosebleed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It happens.
Have you been worried at all about Rill recently?
I mean, he's gone into several dangerous situations, but I've been there with him.
Okay, yes, that's very good. And she'll drop that part of the conversation and later just go over topics like the weather and the buffet and just daily news stuff a couple times just to break the silence.
She responds regularly. She's not curt or anything like that. You don't get to the point of monosyllabic, but she very much just like answers your inquiry and then goes back to reading every time. She's not being unfriendly, but she's clearly engrossed in what she is studying.
Okay, Ingrid would leave her alone after a bit if that seems to be the case.
She is not upset, and she's not being very courteous and not curt at all about it. She seems to welcome the occasional conversation, but she doesn't seem to be intent on keeping the flow of conversation going. She's just very relaxed in the presence. Everyone else is taking a full long rest. Y'all would awaken at... Yeah, y'all would awaken at about 7 a.m. when 4 of the...
We wouldn't get up at 5 like we were planning?
Oh, sorry, yeah. 5 a.m. would be... Okay. As y'all awaken at 5, you hear a slight creak of the door. A number of the tall, blue-skinned gentlemen with the linen kilts arrive, clear the table, and lay out a number of pastries, sliced fruits, granola, yogurts. There are more cups of wine, pitchers of water are placed out as well, in almost absolute silence before they creep back out the door, despite the fact that y'all are all either awake or in the states of getting awakened. They make virtually no eye contact and say nothing to any of y'all.
No, there was a 7 a.m.
I'm gonna go get a newspaper, I guess, guys. Anyone want to go with me? She's on duty, so we should be fine.
I'm still not okay with the idea of any of us going anywhere entirely alone. I'll go with you. It'll do me good to get some fresh air.
As y'all go to the door, a pair of shirtless attendants are out there. It's hard to tell them apart individually. They have a very uniform appearance. Thinking back on it, Rio looks a lot like most of the other female attendants that y'all have seen here as well. The two turn to look at y'all as you leave the bathhouse suite. So, yes, can we help you?
I was just gonna go get a newspaper.
Do you have a preference on publisher?
Whatever's local.
Certainly, ma'am. Please enjoy the buffet.
Right.
And I guess we head back in.
I was gonna say, while we're out there, Rail's gonna just kind of, I guess, just ask Ingrid, what? You seem a little troubled by something lately. Is everything all right?
There's a few not all right things. I mean, of course, I'm worried about the possible legal issues yesterday. That's a big worry. And the whole there's a play going on that might have to do with you that we're going to that could be a bad thing. And
I can't think she would attack us at the play. Or do you think it might be an issue with the play itself?
well, I mean, people get really riled up at performances from what I understand. I have not gone to them, but if the figure is fairly recognizable as possibly you, maybe you should be in disguise when we attend.
Just
Wait.
just the same.
What figure? I think it's very clear that they're gonna just use Rail himself.
Oh, Rail and I were outside.
Yeah, Rail.
Oh my!
Because of the newspaper thing.
I
Sorry.
take that back. I'm sorry.
Well,
we were just outside the room, so.
I mean, if
Okay.
y'all didn't close the door.
You know,
I mean, I think we would have because we were intending to leave to go buy the paper, but I mean, they could probably do a listen check depending on how good quality the door is.
It's a really nice door. It is clearly meant to isolate this room from the outside. And make a perception check for me, anyone who's currently outside of the room.
okay. 28.
I forgot what I got because Watcher got a 7 after that and it blinked my mind. I had something like 16-ish. It wasn't, it was midline.
Looking around, you notice the second story is not as busy as you would expect the higher-end suites and spas of a exclusive spa and bathhouse to be. In fact, up here you mostly see just the attendants. After about maybe 5 minutes, a female attendant wearing just white linen robes comes up and hands a folded stack of newsprint to Ingrid. So, you're reading, ma'am.
I'll give her gold. Thank you.
She gets, her dark eyes get really wide as she takes the coins and, like, bows her head forward. Thank you kindly for your generosity, ma'am. Is there anything else we can make it for you?
No, I just wanted to get a paper. We'll be back in the room in a second. Just, got caught up in conversation.
Certainly. Enjoy your stay with us. Thank you. And she leaves. The 2 attendants at the door remain in place.
I mean, there's guild stuff I'm worried about, but it's guild stuff, so it's not like business stuff.
Alright.
So, what's going on in the world of Ravnica?
Is there anything you're looking for in particular in the paper, or should I just start reading headlines?
So were we done with the outside conversation, or?
Yeah, I kind of figured we were just kind of...
Okay, then yeah, we'll go back in with the paper, and then... I guess we're, of course, looking for any news on the play and the games, since those are fairly imminent, and then anything to our particular guilds would, and anything towards Azorius, our charges would probably be of importance, because we're trying to see if there's maybe anyone else that might be a Lawmaster target or something.
Okay. Most Azorius charges and arrests, unless they're extremely high profile, do not make the scream sheets. Most of what you are seeing is advertisements for either local events, such as the play that will be debuting tomorrow, The Follies of the Orzhov Prince at the Murder Coliseum, or announcements such as the arraignment, or the agreement, sorry, not arraignment, the agreement of the Pan Guild meeting to schedule a actual convocation of the guild leaders in 2 weeks' time.
Well, I don't see anything that would necessarily change our plans with taking a day off from the Lawmaster stuff, unless y'all do.
No, I think that we should be fine.
After about maybe 30 minutes pass of after the buffet is set out, the door, there's a light knock at the door before it opens, and Rio enters. She clears her thoughts. Your personal baths and treatments are ready. I will have an attendant escort you whenever you are finished with breakfast. And then she kind of just slips out of the room again.
1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
There was nothing other than that Cathal scheduled for the day, right? So if we need to go do some business, we're not interfering with anything scheduled, right?
Well, you are currently scheduled for a brisk bath, and then a 4-hour spa treatment, then a lunch, and then a number of sessions have been scheduled with various... she kind of seems to be groping for the word before she says something in... do any of y'all speak Primordial?
You know what? I do.
No one else? Okay. She says something in a kind of bubbly tone that doesn't really sound like words. Farrell?
Frizz.
Frizz.
Just Frizz.
I miss the Fair Bears. Frizz, you recognize the word she says as roughly translating into entertaining distractions.
Huh.
And then we have you scheduled for a dinner with, yeah.
A dinner? I guess that means we can't go out of town today.
Yes, we can. We're fine. We can leave. We don't have to be here.
Oh, what's the dinner? Who's that with?
Probably with another entertaining distraction.
It's going to be in here. It is another buffet, I believe.
So if we just went out for the day instead, would that be a problem?
Is there anything you need? We can have it delivered for you. You don't need to trouble yourself.
I was going to go visit people who can probably not come here.
We can probably arrange a meeting if you like. It may take a little bit of time, though.
We can leave. It won't be any problem.
I mean, we were planning to leave to a couple different districts. Or precincts, sorry. Precincts.
She kind of looks at the door and nods. Of course you understand that this late in the day, any cancellations would be non-refundable.
This late in the day?
I think that's the more concern was missing anything that if Cathal had scheduled anything important. I think do y'all still want to go, or would you rather take a real day off instead of riding trams and things?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a real day off. I mean, is there anything that we have that's like absolutely important outside?
I mean, I had personal business. I suppose I could just go and y'all could enjoy the spa stuff. That is very viable.
Again, Ingrid, I don't feel safe with any of us going anywhere alone.
Well, then I'll accompany Ingrid. We do have similar things that we could...
I mean, he would be the one that would be most interested in seeing the old museum foundry.
Exactly. And if anything could arrive, I am the one best suited to get us out of there quickly.
I mean, it's early morning. We should be out of district before there would be trouble anyway. Straight to 5. Or precinct, sorry.
That's a fair point.
I mean, I'm sure Faraday would enjoy having just some quality time.
Rio kind of clears her throat.
At the spa.
If there is nothing else...
No, that's it. Thank you.
Certainly, ma'am. And she slips out the door.
This is why I think maybe you should become the decisionist. I
think he has too much fun with Warmonger, though.
But you've been good at it. We've had 6 votes in 2 days instead of 0.
Exactly.
I've been wondering how it would work, and I can never get Grickham to take a vote. One of the times I really didn't want him to.
Sure, alright. Okay, somehow I'm just not in a spa sort of mood.
Are you in the visit a Magic University and then trudge around in an Undercity area mood?
That's a mood I'm usually in.
I mean, I wasn't going to go back to get the dramas. I was just going to take the train and walk down. It's about a good 30-minute walk, though, that we'd have to repeat in the morning, but not too bad.
Well, I would be remiss if I ever turned down the opportunity to visit a magic university of any kind. But again, I worry about spreading ourselves too thin.
Well, I don't think we'll get anything done here anyway.
Yeah. And you know,
I'm usually a lot poutier being around water when I can't do the extra swimmy fun stuff. And I don't have that right now.
I do.
Right.
Yes, but you can't make me swim better.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my internet was kind of cutting out a little bit earlier, so I didn't hear all of what was being described as what's going on at the spa itself. Sorry to break character, but yeah.
No worries. They're basically waiting for you to finish breakfast before they're taking you to a personal bath, and then taking you to a morning spa before going to lunch, and then they have a number of entertainments lined up for the afternoon before a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even when Cathal tried to send us here before, she didn't set up anything quite this fancy.
I don't think that was Cathal that arranged for this, which is part of the reason why I'm curious as to.
I mean, if it wasn't, it might be ruder to leave.
That's my concern. Is that I don't think this was Cathal.
Fair.
I think this was somebody else influential.
Have you already done the Whisper Jar for Dominion?
Okay, sound is back. Sorry about that.
I think I did. That was one of the. I think that was the second one I did, and I don't think it came.
Oh, go ahead.
We could do Hashi. Dominions came up with the old records of her being arrested the first time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We could do a she. It doesn't have to be a person necessarily, though. It could be a thing or a event or something also.
We could do Rakdos games.
We could do Rakdos games. We could do
the play.
I don't think it would have
Play's pretty new, so
the play's very new, and it specifies that it's from another warmonger sometime.
But
so, like,
you suspect that. Wait, the loremonger has to actually record it,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Actively.
So, like, yeah, we have to actively record stuff. But there's other warmongers, I think. Like,
you could do past performances of his as a topic.
we could. I'm still fairly certain that I know how the process is going to go a bit. It's not know necessarily, but like a feeling.
Well, I'll let Rithan know it'll be at least 2 days that we got delayed.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I
Whatever
do?
goes on, we can deal with it all.
I don't know if this would be an insight check, but whether, as to, is it likely that Cathal set up all those things?
That would definitely be an insight check.
Okay. I think I'm just going to go ahead and roll that. And that is a 22.
It seems a bit outside of Cathal's normal pattern of behavior to schedule this level of entertainment and expense.
Yeah, I definitely think that we need to see where this is going, because I don't think this is Cathal. Or
Why
at
don't we
least
just
not-
ask who booked the room and all that? Can we do that?
We could probably do that. And in fact, you could do that. I'll go with you.
Sure.
And I give you guidance. in case you need persuasion or something.
Thank you. I will go find what's her name? The woman we just told to leave.
Rael?
Rio? All right.
Yeah.
As you open the door, a pair of attendants, the same two attendants that from earlier, are standing out there. They look to you. Is there something we can help you with? Are you ready to proceed to your bath?
Question. Who booked this for us? We know that it was booked for us. But are you at liberty to say who did?
I do not know that off the top of my head, sir, but I can have that information brought to you once we have it.
Well, get that brought to me. Say, can you get 20 minutes?
Certainly. Are you ready for the baths?
Not yet. We're still eating. Just a question we don't ask.
Very good, sir.
Well, thank you. And I walk away and not necessarily rudely shut the door in his face, but like pompously.
They've already turned and are facing back into the hallway.
I do have one. I do have one odd thought. Where did the entertaining distraction thing you mentioned come from?
Oh, you heard that weird noise she was making, that little bubbly noise like a fish? Yeah, that's Aquan.
So,
and yeah.
The only thought I have is maybe in front of someone yesterday, I maybe said that we were going to go tell Circe on Rail. You don't think that we would be distracted from that, right? That was before the whole thing. That was just...
That's probably it. Should we mention this? No. Yeah, no.
I don't think it's...
I don't think this would be too big of a deal. I think we should still be distracted, but we're distracted with our own things that we want to be distracted with.
So,
I mean, I was just going to say, maybe have a talk with Rail and say, don't offer your firstborn kind of thing. Like, that's all I was going to tell her.
Okay. So let me just make sure I have this timing right. So tomorrow is the play?
Tomorrow
Yes.
is the play.
And we were supposed to be away from the office for 2 days.
Today, we're here. And last time, this wasn't just Cathal. Okay, I guess maybe this is a history check, but I think I remember Devotion had something to do with us being here.
Oh, you don't need to make a history check. The Rakdos run entertainment and hospitality industries.
Is this Devotion's, what would you, territory, I guess?
Yeah, you are well in the heart of Devotion's territory.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying that, maybe test anything you drink, Rail.
For the record, Devotion's group is called the Ring of Fallen Stars.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I don't know for sure, but my suspicion is that a lot of this is Devotion's doing.
I mean, we have tickets, so we would be expected to leave tomorrow to go, right, to the play. So we wouldn't be distracted for tomorrow, right? Like, that wouldn't make sense.
Arissa has a cheese Danish and a cup of juice, and Mavana is enjoying what looks like a bowl of yogurt with granola sprinkled on top and a generous dollop of honey.
Maybe we should see if they have anything scheduled for tomorrow.
Wait, you know what might be a really good distraction? Devotion's been setting up this whole play, and every single day we went and bothered him during it. Maybe this is a distraction to keep us from going there and messing with him.
That's
Just get us
possible.
out of his hair because we're bugging him too much.
Probably, and he wouldn't need to spend too much on it because it's in his territory. It's like he has connections, obviously.
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
might be exactly what this is.
I'm not
Do we want to
entirely.
go bug devotion today?
No.
No!
Let's not.
Also, Cathal may have kicked us out for similar reasons.
No, we should probably, if we go to the play tomorrow, not bring Arasa. Sorry, Arasa. But you should probably not bring you.
She shakes her head. It's okay. I'm not a fan of the theater.
All right, speaking of, Ingrid had an excellent idea. I think I'm going to be attending the play somewhat incognito.
Okay.
I agree with this.
Mavon,
we
if you
all-
don't mind, you might be recognizable as well.
Are we all going to be incognito though? Because it's either all of us or none of us.
I mean, I've just been working on my new dress, and Ingrid adds 10 more of the mushrooms where she's been redesigning her dress. I mean, I was just going to have my new dress made.
Okay, so hear me out. I still highly believe that we got really good prices to go to this because we're going to be part of the main event.
So we don't know what the regular price is, if that is actually a good price.
Well, it was a friend price, quote unquote.
Which doesn't give us a baseline.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, not at all. But going on that assumption, how should I put this?
Y'all basically paid $10.
Yeah.
Well, if we were looking at a gold is 100, we paid $50.
Which is still probably cheaper than.
Yeah, 50. Sorry, I did my math wrong.
Yeah. So hear me out. If I was the one designing this whole thing, frankly, I would put myself at the center of attention anyway because dive bombing on an angel was a pretty cool spectacle. Anyhow, just beyond that.
I mean, it would probably be smart for other reasons for me to be disguised. I don't have to scrap the new dress, right? Though, like
No.
It's new. People haven't seen it finished.
It's new. It's starting to look nice. Keep the dress.
One of the puffballs emits a cloud of spores.
Oh, don't breathe that.
Okay. I still doubt. Even
It
if
won't
we
poison you. You just get kind of lethargic and happy. Just don't, though. Okay.
Rissa kind of
we're not
moves a little closer to the dress.
Okay, so we're probably going to be the center of attention, I think. It doesn't matter if we go distracted or not, because we have those friend seats. Are we sure that those seats are just random seats throughout it, or do we have a specific section that we're going to be sat in? Because we need to
We
show our
have
tickets.
no idea. Hey, let's look at our tickets and see if they have anything written on them. I mean, he looked like he just flicked out tickets, but it could be he had them already grouped.
He probably had them already grouped and ready.
Alright, so the front of the ticket says Admit 1 and has a little devil face on either side of where it says Admit 1. On the back, there is a stylized dagger with 2 wings sprouting off of the hilt.
Alright.
Oh, and in the lower right corner, the little ring of stars iconography that you recognize. The Harlequin divide with the star icons on it.
Mm-hmm. Well then, there's only one more thing to find out then. I'm gonna go up to the front door.
Yeah, the suite door.
Yeah, the suite door. Go find those 2 guys again.
They're still standing
Guidance
there.
again as he passes.
So if you want to take 10 minutes, I can figure out if these are magical.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, we can identify on the tickets. That could be fun. I can help with that.
Work on that in a second. I'm gonna go out there.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
So, you know that so I've heard there's that new Rakdos play tomorrow. Something Fallen King, something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely, we don't.
Vaguely.
I mean, I know that there's a new play coming out, but
Okay.
we handle more the service than the entertainment, sir.
Well, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Can you go buy me a ticket? I want to go see it tomorrow.
Certainly. One moment. I will go and have a runner.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Bring me back and tell me how much it costs whenever it gets back.
Certainly.
All right, and I head back inside. All right. What's done is done. It probably shouldn't be too much, as long as it's under 1,500 or 100 platinum or not platinum, gold pieces. It's fine.
Oh, so
Because we can spend. It's fine. We have another ticket coming in. We can compare and contrast. And if not, let's give this to someone for free. Not you, pointing at Arasa. Let's give it to. Let's find some person on the side of the street. I think that would be entertaining.
Seriously.
No.
I was guessing that's a character, right?
I'm joking.
Let's not do that.
I'm
About
joking.
10 minutes later, a soft knock comes at the door.
I'll open it up.
Between the two attendants that are standing at the door, there is a short, maybe 3'5", 3'9", close to 4 foot tall, gangly looking female attendant, clearly just hitting teen years. She holds out the ticket and she's like, that'll be 5 silver, please. And my sound cut out again. Can you tell them, please? Oh, well, I can't hear any of them, so 1 second. Okay.
Oh no, Devotion didn't take him up on that. It's
not.
okay. Devotion and asked for the money instead.
Okay.
I think I even
So,
offered that.
I
think that
did
was...
not hear anything that I said that was said in response to what I said.
Yes. Okay, and okay, so you got the ticket.
5 silver.
I hand over 5 silver, yes. And I have the ticket now. And then I look over at Rail. So you really offered your firstborn for 5 silver.
I did. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, you were very much like, he was like, what will you give me? And you were like, a firstborn child is very typical, but I don't have one yet. And it was very leaving things open for interpretation.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily he didn't say yes, because you have to be careful. Words are very, very important. And Ingrid's like, she has her fist balled and she's like bopping the side of her dress while she says that.
Every time she hits the dress, there's a puff of spores. Also, I will point out that 5 silver included a delivery fee.
Yeah, I figured that would be part of it. Huh.
The front of the ticket says "Admit 1" with bracketed by little devil faces on either side. On the back of it is a stylized dagger with a pair of wings sprouting off from the handle. Or sorry, not the handle, the handguard. And in the corner there is the little Ring of Fallen Stars iconography, the Harlequin Divide with stars.
Hey guys,
Alright.
do you think since that's got like the dagger with the wings, that part of the ticket is like, oh hey, the star that's like the dagger winged is gonna be there? Like, do you think that's why that's on the ticket?
What's the check for like iconography? If that makes sense, like
What are you trying to learn?
like if that symbol has some sort of like I don't know if like I'm looking at like history or arcana. Like, is it symbolic of something?
Okay, make
If that makes
a Arcana roll for me then.
Since I brought it up, can I do that too?
Sure.
Yeah, because I got like a 8.
Got a 14.
All right. So the Harlequin Divide is a very common symbol among many of the rings of the Rakdos. It is generally considered one of the more auspicious design bases and is often treated as a almost sacred emblem, which is unusual because the defining feature of the Rakdos is that they hold nothing sacred. But it's very much a kind of gang colors. If you are caught wearing the Harlequin Divide and you're not a member of the Rakdos, it is generally considered very bad for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting way of putting it.
Well then.
Anyways, I mean, I think you wanted to do like an identify, I believe.
Yeah. If you want to identify both of those.
Because, I mean, if my theory that devotion is completely, like, focused on this, then the fact that we would get a similar ticket is not necessarily out of the question.
No. It's definitely not out of the question, I don't think.
That it is not.
Does our ticket look any significantly different than the other ticket? I mean, it sounded the same, but
Yeah.
just comparing them real quick. Okay.
I was going to say 10 minutes of peace of mind is worth a lot. 10 minutes for peace of mind is a small price to pay.
All right. So you're just doing one, or are you doing each individual?
I was actually going to think, Ingrid, if you don't mind handling the identify, I can cast detect magic.
Are we
Scan all of
can?
them.
You know what I was thinking? Yeah, I'll do the identify, but also she's going to give it one more look over for any hidden writing, since she can read all writing, to see if there's any like writing in the pictures, kind of along the stuff, just for fun.
Okay, make an identification check. Not identification, a investigation check. And are you checking over each of the tickets or just a specific one?
One of our original ones.
Okay. Which one?
Rails. I got a 16.
Good
Okay.
idea.
No, you don't see any hidden writing in the borders or anything like that.
Okay, so I'll do the identify, and he's doing detect magic just for.
Yep.
And then after that, I guess we should go get our fast, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
Which one are you casting identify on?
Frizzes.
Okay. No magical effects are affecting that ticket. Rail, you cast detect magic.
Yep.
None of the tickets are showing up magic except for Ingrid's.
Interesting. Ingrid, yours appears to be... what does detect magic tell me? Does it tell me what type of magic or no?
You can spend an action to learn the types of magic affecting the item, yes.
Then I will.
Transmutation.
Interesting. Ingrid, your ticket appears to have been transmuted, or appears to bear some kind of aura of transmutation magic.
That is very not good. That is not good. I don't like that.
The real question is, is it something that'll... Has it been transmuted, or will it transmute something?
I mean, I've already been touching it before, and then nothing's happened yet, so it would have to have some kind of a trigger, right? Like, I mean, I have my gloves, of course, but I touched it when I took the ticket with gloves, but, I mean, I guess I can identify on it.
Alright, so are you casting Identify on that ticket then?
Sure.
Alright. This ticket is, in actuality, an assassin scroll. As an action, you can transform this ticket into a +1 dagger. You have advantage on the first attack roll with this dagger, and if you manage to crit with it, it deals 4 times the damage instead of double the damage. After that, it loses all magical properties.
Oh, then.
So since we have an extra, I'll go ahead and tell them what it is. Since we have an extra ticket, can I have the extra ticket and hold on to this ticket?
Sure.
Maybe put it in the vault.
And I give him 5 silver out of my daily spending allowance to recoup
It's
his
fun.
money.
It's fun.
Okay. No, I'll keep it in the side of my bag with like my book and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll tuck it in the small, no. Actually, yeah, I'll put it in the vault. We've got the extra lead line box. I'll stick it in there for now and put it away because people are already suspicious enough about Golgari. I don't think anyone noticing me having this would be good.
Quick question. I noticed you needed multiple identifiers for the coins. Is it possible for there to be multiple effects that you wouldn't be able to know unless you cast Identify multiple times, or are you aware that there's other stuff going on?
I mean, we could try Identify on it again. The only way we knew there were more on the coins is multiple things had affected him before. It does seem weird it being on a ticket because that would just be something we'd hand in and then it would go to the ticket taker.
Right. Ingrid, how did you get that ticket again?
Friend price?
Right, you got that directly from Devotion.
Yeah, when I was there with Frozen Fair Deer.
I wonder if that might be some sort of gift or message. I don't know. I doubt it's the sort of thing Devotion would do accidentally.
No.
Well, I'll hang on to it for now. We'll use the other ticket.
Could be Devotion likes you.
But I'm not like Choso's job. I don't do that.
Does Devotion know that? Hopefully.
I don't know. I mean, we really haven't talked over anything Golgari.
Well,
Last time?
who knows?
I guess I can do another
Ways of
identify on
Devotion
the
is
other ticket.
None of the other tickets showed up as magic. Arissa also gives Fairdeer a mincemeat Danish.
Oh, I meant doing a second identify on the ticket, since they were wondering.
Make an Arcana check for me, just whoever wants to.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll go for that.
24.
Also 24.
18.
Okay, there is a spell called Magical Aura that allows you to do things like make a magic item appear non-magic, or make a divination item appear to be transmutation, or so on and so forth. A more advanced version of that spell could possibly do things like cause a magic item to give false information, partial information, or fragments of information on identification spells.
I mean, we already know that case to be true. The poison coins, pretty much.
But it's also would greatly increase the cost and effort involved in making a magic item, where doing so on a disposable or one-use magic item would be almost criminally expensive and inefficient.
Well, I mean, I already said I cast Identify a second time, so did it kind of seem the same the second time?
Yeah, it is exactly the same. Scroll of Assassin.
Okay, I put it back again. So if we're just going to do spa stuff and we're pretty much splitting up for a bit, do we have anything else businessy we need to discuss? I think we're good, right?
I mean, I think that in general, we probably want to take some time to, like, sort of take a good look at the business.
Maybe meet up and discuss at lunch?
I just think that we probably, like, I definitely think that, personal time is necessary, and I don't want to impose upon that, but I think also maybe we should take some time to make sure that from a business perspective, we're doing the right thing. In terms of, like, we're not missing revenue streams, that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's some things we did that didn't pan out, like those crystals, that we could still do more with maybe, but, and we have some things like some expensive components that are turned into personal protection that we could see if, we have good use for and stuff. Definitely, discuss what kind of cases we'd like in case there's a way we can pick them. I don't think I'm a very good bounty hunter, guys. I'm just saying.
I mean, none of us wound up dead, so you're not a terrible bounty hunter. What? True.
I mean,
trying to be.
The best sign of a bounty hunter is if nobody unexpected got killed. If nobody unexpected got killed, then all's good. Sort of any landing is a good landing.
So you just can't tell the difference between a really good and a really bad bounty hunter?
Not on the first time.
That is not comforting, but I think it's time to go get baths.
Yeah, we've been postponing it for a long now.
The attendants lead y'all to individual bath stations, a deep set tub with a maybe half-foot by half-foot by half-foot metal cube set in the bottom of it. There is a personal attendant in each of the bathing suites to heat the water to your preferences, help with washing, or deliver scented lotions, shampoos, conditioners, soaps, incense, whatever you want.
I wonder if I can trust it all.
Very cool.
So if anyone wants any particular scents or anything like that, that is free for them to order, apparently.
Okay.
Probably like a lavender or peppermint.
So you know that...
There's a licorice.
So you know how, like, Vodalkin have, like, very special soap and stuff they use?
Yes.
That's known to, like, not kill humans, but burn the hell out their skin.
Yeah, with the high acidity.
Yeah. I want, like, one dropper full of it.
Normally that would run you a significant amount, but this has been paid for in advance, so yeah. Basically just add a vial of acid to your inventory.
Hell yes.
Just a vial of acid, sure.
I had one of those. Right.
And what happened to it?
I still have one of those.
Ingrid changes her mind when she's alone and moves her ticket into the middle of the pages of her book.
Okay, I do have two questions that come to mind. One is, are these baths gender segregated? And if so, what does Mavana do?
Mavana
individual?
is taken to her own bath.
Yeah, but they're like individual bathtubs.
Okay, I'm just... At this point, Rail is properly paranoid, alright? Anything that separates him from his...
Okay, good. I'm glad
Yeah.
he went down that route.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, I went very silent for a second.
What? Okay, Rail is many things, but a cad is not one of them. He's just worried about somebody trying to kill him at this point. Or kill Mavana, or kill any of y'all.
And that's
Death
fair.
is bad.
Yeah.
A 30-minute, very stressful bath for Rail later. You are all led to a general spa area where there are a number of masseuse tables laid out.
I'd like to point out that Ingrid probably spent a third of the time splashing back and forth at Watcher and watching a zombie bird bath.
The attendant did not stop at all, though he did offer to fetch individual scents for Washer and the bird.
The bird did something very natural and cedary, but just a tiny, tiny drop.
You get a little spritz of cedar and sandalwood.
And I don't know what Watcher would pick.
Watcher would get patchouli.
Unexpected.
And Kay gets a bath.
Kay kind of just, being the jelly dog that he has become, floats in the water and releases a cloud of ink. The attendant does not look particularly happy.
Aw, you scared him.
Supposedly good for the skin? I don't know.
He comes back black as night. What the hell? He shakes ink all over the marble.
Aww.
The attendant would go and get a mop and start cleaning once y'all have vacated. The spa room that y'all are led to has a very... it sounds almost like vibrating crystals, but in a kind of musical sense, filling the background sound. The tables are very padded, thick, lush. They're the standard lay down, face through the hole massage tables. There are a number of warm lotions, oils, and the whole general area smells faintly of vanilla and lavender. A number of attendants, both male and female, are there waiting for y'all.
I'm just gonna go up and to the table.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Essentially, if there is nothing that y'all are wanting to do, I am not going to roleplay through y'all getting a massage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should. Full details. Sorry.
I mean, as long as they get in those tentacle joints. Well, that's the good stuff.
Alright, we should stop making it uncomfortable.
I mean, Ingrid actually puts on her swimsuit for the massage. She is not comfortable with people coming up and touching her.
On the one hand, Rail is not body shy in the least. On the other hand, Rail is still paranoid about people trying to kill him, or friends or loved ones at this point. So
I just imagine Rail just having like a Hugh Hefner robe.
Alright.
Under normal circumstances, Rail would be loving this. Under the current circumstances, not so much.
So there is a massage. After the massage, you are led to a hot stone treatment where they take a number of, not superheated, but very warm to the touch stones, and just an attendant slowly rubs them across like your neck, your shoulders, up and down your back, your forearms, your hands.
Yeah.
Following that, there is a I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm just thinking, Rail is at this point relaxing against as well. You can't not relax under that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
After that, there is a round of a warm spiced wine, and small finger pastries that are served.
Very cool.
Following that, y'all are led to, let's see, the next one is, okay, to a kind of medium-sized room with benches around the outer edge of it. Everything here is wood. There is a single, it looks a lot like the metal cube that was at the base of the bath, but this one is in the general, just sitting on a platform in the middle. This room is really hot. Not like uncomfortable burning hot, but just a consistent wet heat. An attendant lets y'all in and then stands at the door.
Okay.
So we're back together for that one?
Yes. Y'all been back together after the baths. Y'all had the massage, the hot stone treatment, and now the sauna all together.
Hooray! Team building.
Right. So, when we're all done here, well, anyone want to bet? I'll bet 5 gold somebody tries to kill us before the day's out.
I'm worried I got handed the dagger in case someone tried to kill me.
You didn't tell them that you moved the ticket, right?
I didn't tell them yet.
Okay. About 15 minutes after y'all are put into the hot room, the attendant hands you each a towel and leads y'all out back to the ensuite that y'all have been given. There's large pitchers of iced water, cream cakes, cold vegetables and fruits, a very light salad, there's what looks like just a bowl of toasted grains and small berries that have been laid out.
I put the ticket back closer at hand. What if because it's going to be a Rakdos event, I'm glad we're going in disguise in case that other person's there. I'm good with going in disguise now.
Okay, but don't...
Right,
I know you don't like that person, but don't harm them unless absolutely necessary.
Ingrid, it's a little difficult to keep track of which other person you're referring to when you refer to people as that other person.
Creepy guy.
Creepy uncle?
Yes.
No. The one that we Watchers took some food from, and you went up to give him the money for me, and he gave you the bottle of H potion?
Wasn't that creepy uncle? Was it somebody else?
Yeah, the guy out of Cal.
Not an uncle. Not an uncle. No.
Okay.
He was from my previous precinct. he was local there, kind of like how, Devotion's local here. Wonder where Devotion worked before. He said he'd been a ringmaster for 50 years, and he's only been here for maybe a year.
Hmm.
I don't think the records said anything like that in the Loremonger stuff. It didn't give you that kind of info, right?
That wouldn't be me.
Okay, can we take a break?
Yeah, just real quick. Anyone who is eating, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright, then.
Alright.
21.
24.
7! God, I'm rolling like crud today.
Okay. I'm going to go on break. I will post in the channel one back.
I'm having food. I'm hungry.
What was you rolling?
I didn't eat. You said anyone who ate should roll.
Okay. Everyone who does eat, the food is cooling and decadent and delicious. And hey, everyone who's joined us so far today, thank you so much. We really appreciate having you, and it makes me really happy to see conversation going on in the chat. We're going to take a short break. A couple commercials are going to run just to try and help us, recoup some costs for art and books and stuff like that. I appreciate it if you sit through those, but if you don't worry about it. We hope to be back in about 15 to 20 minutes. We may run a little late, so just stick around, please, for the second half of Second Sight Agency. Y'all have a nice one.
See you guys back soon.
Yeah.
Here, y'all. Yeah, we're not... Okay, now we're unmuted.
Cool. Hello, we're back. We're talking while we wait.
Yes.
Yep, we're just waiting for Meryl to get back. So, how are you all doing, Chad? Are you having a good day? Are you staying safe? Please stay safe. Jinx, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You owe me a role-playing game.
And just so, school system stuff, I actually took myself to homeschooling for several years. I for some reason, got to make that decision. And then went back, and it was kind of odd. But yeah, I skipped public school 5th grade, 8th grade, and then I left halfway through 10th grade because I didn't like the administration, so I didn't want to give them funding, and finished up high school and homeschooling.
I'm on my 4th semester of foreign language for my English degree.
I return.
I did 4 of that. I still can't speak it. I still can't speak Spanish after 4 semesters.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I need to start working on Spanish.
No, you don't.
Yeah, same here.
Okay,
We got all...
in the area I live,
I live in Texas.
I live in an area with a significant South American population.
Oh, South
There
America.
are-
Isn't that more like Portuguese and Brazilian?
Well, Brazil is Portuguese,
Brazil.
but there is a large Peruvian population in the area where I live.
Also,
Don't they speak
generally,
Peruvian?
Numerous.
So EQ says he'll teach us German. Then we can better reconnect with our German
Can
fan
we-
audience.
Yes. So yeah, I took
Can we
German,
not
and I
alienate-
really
They can't hear y'all, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but they can't hear y'all because my sound cut out.
Everyone see.
I'm gonna go check on my coffee.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I enjoyed my
Be back in
coffee.
3 minutes. Text 3.
Okay, so we were talking about German. I was about to say most of the
Coffee
German
real
I
quick.
know is Jägermeister, which means Huntmaster. You can't. Hold on. You
I'll
can't
just
hear me?
finish it now.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Nope.
Your nose needs to reload again. Sound issues. Who knows? Text may have to take.
Okay, nope, still not broadcasting. I can hear y'all, but y'all can't hear me. But they can hear me.
He can hear us. They can hear him. We can't hear him. His current situation.
So, sounds like we get to play with a 30-second delay while we watch.
Okay, trying this again. Reloading. Testing.
I got.
We can hear you. Hello.
Excellent.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear y'all. Chat can hear me and y'all.
We can hear you.
Excellent. I know Jägermeister means Huntmaster or Hunter Master, and I know Zeitgeist is World Spirit or something along those lines.
Yeah, I don't remember much of it because it was like early high school. Because that was my freshman year, I think. But yeah, I went to the School of Language Arts, and which my stepdad also went to the same school apparently. But when he went, they had like 20 different language classes. I went like 20 years later, and they had Spanish, French, German, and Japanese.
I mean,
and
Nihongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I took my first year one semester of German, which 2 are required me to graduate. 2 of the same language is required. So I took 1 semester of it, my second half of my freshman year, and then the next year they defunded it and they only had Spanish and French. So I was like, okay, screw this, I'm just not going to take a language that year. And then I moved, and then I had to take 2 years of French. Luckily, the French teacher in this small town did not care and basically just told you the answers to all the tests. I still failed the class, but he was like, hey, here's extra credit, take it, you can pass with a D. So yeah.
Okay.
I like
language though.
I like French. I like languages, they're cool. I want to learn more. Very poor teacher. Just saying, just very poor teacher.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative? Okay, cool.
No, I'm king. You're fine. Keep going.
So yeah, to put it also in perspective, bunch of me and the other guys would talk to him, and he would. How should I put this? With his school registered email, we would go through and see all the other like 60-year-old women he was messaging because he used it for his dating sites. Because he doesn't have a personal email; it's just a school email.
Classic.
Yeah, so we got to see all the other like 60-year-old ladies he was talking to, which is hilarious.
Personal emails are not hard to get.
No, they're not hard to get at all. He just didn't want to have to deal with it. So yeah, the school could see all the messages he's sending to other women, which, like, whatever. He doesn't care. The school didn't really care, honestly. As long as he was talking to 60-year-old women his age and not, 15-year-old girls that go to the school, it was no big deal.
And at this point, I deflect the conversation back to D&D.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
how do we learn more languages in character?
Downtime?
Sorry, I'm distracted because 2 of my cats are in the center of the floor, and one has their paw on the other's head.
Aww. Kitties.
Asserting dominance.
It's a very cat thing to do.
They are adorable, and I love them both. Anyway, lunch is served.
Ingrid's actually not put her armor back on, which usually she's pretty thorough about, but she seems pretty chill about it right now. She's like, well, we decided we did a downtime day. She's just relaxing and kind of making sure her dress didn't take any. She left it out to, water it with the humidity earlier, and it seems to be perking up.
Very cool. I also don't have my armor.
So I guess the question is Rail paranoid enough to put his armor right back on?
mean,
What's Mavana doing?
Mavana has been, you know how her armor can change its appearance? It has a kind of reinforced terry cloth robe appearance to it right now.
Ingrid will go ahead and, with her dress, put on the little reinforced corset section from the other outfit. That just gives her a +1. Kind of mix and match her styles.
Alright, so y'all are given a lunch buffet of cream cakes, iced water, just everything I mentioned before. After that, y'all are then led on into a different section of the spa. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone was going to talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like they're giving us too much food. But that might just be Ingrid not eating, throwing off the portions, too.
Fair enough. I was actually going to ask, like, how we're eating. I was going to look around everyone. So, any thoughts on who we're going to investigate today, or what we're investigating? Tap my whisper jar.
I mean, could be important, and I mean, we have potentially, there's Rakdos games coming up. It's been in the paper, and Pan's been mentioning it.
Yeah.
Theoretically, they could start anytime right after the play. I mean, they might wait a few days for, monetary reasons. I don't know.
True. Then, games. And then, do we want to do Hashi today, though? Because we could do other interesting things.
It's a day off. Maybe not.
Give Hashi a day or two to cool off.
Oh,
Well, it
this
won't give us
doesn't
any
tell her
longer
anything.
No, it'll just tell us information that it has on her.
Oh, right. Sorry. Brain.
No, it's all good. So, you know what we could do, though? We've done me. We've done Faradir. Which one of you two should we do today? I think that'd be fun.
No.
No? Rail, I guess it's you then.
Let's have a vote.
Yeah, put a vote to it. What are we voting
Rail
on?
or not rail?
That is the question.
I'm voting not rail.
Okay.
If the vote is that, I'd like to propose that if it goes to me, we actually look up my ancestor, not me. I would be way more interested in Ingrid Integra's lookup. Or David Integra's, your grandfather.
That is true. That does seem like a good case of deflection. What are you trying to hide, Ingrid?
I don't know, but it's just not the kind of thing you just have in the middle of a group is all the info about people. I don't like that.
Fine. Then, instead of you, how about we do Mavana?
Mavana looks up from biting into a cream cake. What do you want to know?
Yeah, you are pretty open.
Have you done that with devotion?
Yes.
Yes.
Here, you want to hear what Devotion said? Replay, blood-curdling screams and cackling and ripping flesh from bone.
The recording starts with a strange, wet, tearing sound,
Lovely.
followed by the creaking ache before a brittle snap. The sounds becoming louder and more frequent, a soft chuckle playing in the background, slowly growing
And then I
in
close
volume.
it.
Yes, thank you. That's
You get the idea.
I thought we were having a relaxing day. Jeez.
It's fine. It's fine. So, it seems like everyone keeps shying away from it except for Rail, so let's do Rail then. Because the vote kind of went down to nothing.
Let's.
We didn't
Why don't we
actually
do?
vote.
Well, he has an office. He has an office. It's a decisionist. It's a vote.
Yeah,
Let's respect our process. Okay,
that's
he
the fucking
voted.
process.
In light of rail voting, not rail, I feel like that's the kind of thing you should get to have your own privacy on. So I'm going to also vote not rail.
So that's 3 against.
Okay, then there's no point in voting from now. It's not rail then. Then what is the option for not rail? So then
Oh, David Integra.
I
Corvino.
would be fine with.
Corvid.
Hang on, it's in my notes. David.
It's your grandfather with the armor.
Why is it not in my notes, actually?
Mm.
Oh, David Integra Corvid, right. Sorry, at some point, I have both second side agency notes and rail notes, and stuff's kind of split between the two files.
And we might get to find out secret stuff about Sirsa. That would be fun too.
True.
Oh, we could just look. No, we're not gonna look up Sirsa today. No, that would be too much.
Yes.
Wait.
There's something as tempting fate.
no, I actually have a question. If we have to respect the integrity of his vote, what his integrity of his role counteractively goes against my role? What if I just want to learn something about Sirsa?
Oh well, we didn't vote about Sirsa, so you're fine.
Yeah. We haven't had a vote for that,
True.
and I'm not going to strong arm in that case. I'm going to advise against it.
And we did set precedent for it. We did take a vote on payouts, which has to do with my role.
True.
So maybe it's a dangerous precedent we should keep an eye on.
Yes, we should keep an eye on this precedent.
You did ask him, and I thought you're
I
the one
did
that
ask him.
suggested a vote.
No,
for
I
it.
did. Shush. No need to point fingers here, okay?
It's okay, Frizz. I trust you. Obviously, I wouldn't take you down near Farkeep where you could mess things up if I didn't trust you.
Very true. Thank you. Let's see. Could do Sirsa. Have we done Ratbald? Have we done Ratbald? I don't think we've done Ratbald.
I don't think we have either. We've just talked to the school.
We could
Yeah,
do
I'll
Ratbald.
talk to Skullbald.
Scobald.
I mean, that's a good target too.
Good target. There is what is that name that keeps coming up? The coin person.
Ooh, the coin keeper.
The coin
He of the
keeper.
blackest hearts that walks the many plains. That could be fun too.
That could be fun.
That is exactly the kind of forbidden secrets that will lead to nothing but sadness and madness, and I'm all for it.
Are we having this conversation as we're like getting massaged?
Well, no, while we're eating.
While we're eating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can have it while you're getting massaged if you prefer, but
I was very
I'll do
confused about like how open you guys were being.
So,
Reminds me, why is there not a variant of the silence spell that's just like a sphere of silence?
Mordenkainen's private
Word.
sanctum.
I'm assuming that's something I can't use or learn.
it might be.
I mean, later on, we could get to where we rend off a section of the plane itself and go talk there and then come back out.
Once per day.
Yeah.
Fair. Things for another time.
Oh, it's only for wizards. Okay.
Well,
So,
yeah, Mordenkainen's a wizard. Why would he make a spell for
okay.
anyone else?
I get that. That's true. Fair enough. I think we should do the coin keeper.
I'm entirely in favor of that.
Sounds interesting. I am on board.
All right. What do you know about the coin keeper? Bam. That is history check. Oh, that's not 20. 27 beats a 15.
Oh, I'm gonna also give you guidance, Fairdeer, if you would like to try your crossbow secrets today. I think you should get Frizz's help with that, since he is an Izzet, and you have an Izzet-made crossbow. And gives guidance to Fairdeer.
Okay, so from the jar, a soft, just slightly raspy voice issues forth. Fallen one, you have called forth to exchange this for that which you seek. You are willing to sunder the power within this object for your desire. And that's where the recording cuts off.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is All-in-One one of Devotion's title nicknames?
Are you asking that in character?
Yes.
Well, there's the Fallen, which are maybe not from Ravnica, which are very many different ones, like Devotion's one, and then she gets all mumbly, maybe Tears. And, I suspect Opal was one, and there could definitely be others. Could be one.
Okay.
So, there's multiple, and they have something to do with Rybold and the coins. But we don't really have full connections on that. But, it's kind of funny, Opal had a coin, but now Devotion has her coin, and we have Devotion's coin. And then Dominion's a Fallen also, and she has a coin. And we don't know if has a coin, or she gets mumbly and Tears. So we don't know if it's like they get a coin each, but it seemed like that was implied, because it was like how many coins and how many Fallen, and there were just multitudes and stuff was the answer, from the Rybold skull.
So, my key. Remember how there were 2 mages, like statues, right by the area we got it from?
Oh, you think they're from old mages? Who were those statues? Do you know them?
They were, one of them was Izzet. We found that. I remind us about them. I don't know them personally. I think I've heard their names before. But if this key is of 2 coins, then those 2 are those are 2 beings. They could each have their own coin, and those coins could be mixed together, which would cause the key. Now,
Legendary. Is it scientist from... Those 2 statues were old. That means...
They were very old. Though if
that means they would have had to get here a long time ago. We don't know, even with the old ones, how long ago they got here.
Mm-hmm.
But those would have had to have gotten here, 400 or 500 years ago?
Yes. What do they look like again?
The 2 statues, one was of a woman, short hair. There was no color on the statue, so you don't know the color of her hair, but voluminous robes, holding a staff that glowed faintly purple. The other one was a man with short hair, very severe-looking features, holding what looked to be a rod that was glowing faintly blue.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I'm gonna scry on Opal and see if she's okay.
Alright.
Ingrid is now attempting to scry on Opal.
Let me just check something.
Sound of DM rapidly shuffling notes.
Let's see here now. Alright, go ahead and spend your spell slot and make your roll. Oh wait, no, she makes the roll. And the spell fails.
No.
Maybe I'll try again later. I didn't get anything right now. Like, if she'd had the coin still, it would have blocked it. But she didn't have her coin.
I'm going to go ahead and save you a spell slot later. The spell failed to find a target.
Scrying is limited.
So would I know it failed to find a target? Like,
Yes. You felt the spell work and just go off.
hey guys, that's not good. I couldn't find Opal.
Couldn't find as in.
Who's Opal again?
The previous employee, the one whose Drummond you have now.
Oh.
I lost her in the Undercity, and then Devotion told Griggum at a party that it was okay she went away or something. Because I was like, oh shit, I lost Opal. Because she took off a lot. She would just go walking, and I was like, but it happened on my watch, so I was kind of upset by it. And then, so I kept asking about her, and then Devotion told Griggum that she went away or something, and now I can't find her, and that is something to consider, and I don't have any further comment on the topic.
Is
there anything we can do about it right now?
No, I don't think so, but it's something to keep an eye on.
I mean, there's definitely spells that can get you more information. Divination is great at finding out information.
True.
So we didn't find out a lot about the coin keeper on there, but we know that someone at some point exchanged a coin. And it was one of the Fallen, and that they can give away their coin, but we don't know what happens when they do, or if it's necessary. We have a lot of blanks there.
But also, in order for that record to be made, we know that Laura and Manga recorded that conversation. So it clearly didn't happen in private.
Or one of them had a jar?
No, the jar just records everything around it. The jar is recording y'all right now.
Yeah.
Well, you specifically turn it on and off to record, I think, right? I mean, he said he has it on either way, but...
Okay, now I'm confused. Is it a voluntary action?
Pulling it up to check.
Or is it...
It does not specifically say. A common magic item resembling an ether-filled jar with long tap pose. The jar is used to record other stories and your observations, like a verbal notebook with unlimited space. The whisper jar records as fast as a creature can speak into it, and whispers back words at the same pace they were recorded. Activating the playback of a particular recording is an action. So it does not say that it needs to be turned on or off to record.
And it does function differently. The fact that we can adjust the speed and stuff. And all that.
Speaking of things that have been always listening, how is Scalara doing? I haven't heard much.
Was that directed at me, or...?
That was at Rail.
I said Rail's been talking with her. What's the state of things? How are things going?
Generally, when you communicate with her, you get just like questioning sensations about what's going on around you, and a litany of whatever she has learned today.
Kind of adorable.
What kinds of things has she learned?
Do we want to know the answer to that question, given who's teaching her?
1 second.
Whether or not you tell me, you would know the answer to that because he just said that she's been telling you. So
There.
you might be stuck with it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry, going over my list. And the last one would have been what an archive is and how it is formed and what you do with it.
How an archive is formed?
Yeah, like the process of putting together an archive.
Alright.
So she's moving through the A's rather swiftly.
Right. Is this like a normal archive? Like
Only the last 80 of our years.
kind of awful.
Yeah, when he said that she needs all the time. I almost want to make a Sylvan Learning Center joke. But that may just date me.
I mean, something's going to have to eventually.
I mean, she is at about 100th of our speed real time, so there is that to figure in too. So 80 years is like she's been studying less than a year.
I mean, that's fair.
After the lunch buffet, you'll be taken to a small little auditorium. There is a number of the attendants there. It's just kind of playing background music. They have these weird crystalline and water instruments. And y'all are just given seats and refreshments.
No one ever came back and talked about who set our schedule, did they?
Yeah.
No.
That person was killed.
Don't say that. Now I'm going to want to scry on them to see if they're okay. Oh, you know, when we visited Circe last, she mentioned Gregor was still on his sick bed. I don't know if, we take some time later, you might want to go see him. I mean, I don't think it's anything worsening. I just,
Well, yes, at the very least I can, give him some good wishes. Hopefully, maybe I can get some insight into his condition. I've never heard of a revivice just half working like that.
Well, he seemed much more than half alive. He was remembering people's names and walking around fine. And
True.
But I mean, with Cars doing your duties and him in bed.
That may be a little bit thinly stretched, do you think?
After about an hour of them playing instruments, they depart, and two dancers come out and begin a complicated and fluid motion dance. It's getting close to 3 o'clock at this point.
Ingrid sees the dancing without her and pouts.
Aw. You could always join them.
I don't know, that seems very rude. I'm sure they practice their performance a lot.
Well, yes, it was a little bit of a joke.
After a solid hour of them dancing, y'all are led out to another room. This is a kind of amphitheater as well, though there's no stage here. Instead of kind of a number of chairs set in a semicircle around a central location with one chair kind of at the far vertice of the circle. There's one for each of y'all plus one extra chair.
Definitely sitting on one of the not opposing chairs. Ingrid takes a general central spot so she can chat across to everyone still. I mean, I guess at least by when we have dinner, we should probably do that discussion we were going to do about, business futures and stuff. In cases we'd like. That seems like dinner, maybe. I feel weird in this kind of empty-ish room discussing something like that with one empty chair still. That seems like a very odd time to discuss it.
After about 5 minutes of y'all getting situated, one of the female attendants comes in and sits down in the chair. She's holding like a board with a clip on it, and she has like a ink pen. She looks around. So, how are you all doing?
Slightly good.
Very relaxed.
It's been good.
I'm glad to hear that you're feeling relaxed. How does being confused make you feel? Addressing Rail.
That's rather tautology, isn't it? So I would think.
It's a bit, yes, but it's a good place to start. There's no wrong answer.
I'm just...
Well, Rail, how do you feel? You're obviously confused.
How do I feel? Nervous, constantly.
Doesn't that make things very difficult for you?
Oh, you have no idea. Let's just say that I'm more concerned that all right, is this what is this? Is this psychoanalysis? I don't know if that word, like, out of character, I don't know if that's a word in common use in Ravnica, but you know what I mean.
This is just a discussion.
Well, as you might guess, I've been raised from an early age to not take anything like that at face value.
That's quite understandable.
So
How long is our discussion scheduled?
2 hours.
Oh God. Yeah, this just Raelis is going to just put his head in his hands.
So how do you feel about confusion?
I think at least it gets people talking more and everything. Like, confusion, it can also be, like, very social, not just a personal thing.
That is very true, and it could be a useful tool in some situations.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that kind of the confusion just kind of a resistance to accepting that you don't quite know what is going on in a situation?
Is it?
I'm not sure. You tell me.
I don't know. I don't think I know.
I guess there's an expectation you're supposed to know.
From whom? Who expects that?
Perhaps you do, of yourself.
That doesn't sound like me.
It really doesn't. And Ingrid starts giggling.
So then, have you all been enjoying yourself today then?
Sure.
I guess you could say that.
Excellent. Very glad to hear that. Nice and relaxed. You've been having some nice meals. Did you enjoy the performances earlier?
It's been fun. It's not what I would have gone and picked to do today, but since I can still do that later, then I guess it is good overall.
Excellent. Of the performances, what parts did you like particularly?
The lady did a cool spin move. That was pretty.
You enjoyed
Cool.
watching the dancers then?
The first hour was interesting enough because it really picked up over the second hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that they let my bird get a bird bath too. I have a new bird today.
It's very important to you that the things that are in your charge get taken care of then, right?
Yeah?
It kind of you feel responsible for them?
Especially the ones I promised to.
Is that responsibility okay with you?
It was unexpected, so it's kind of hard sometimes. But, I mean, I guess, if I get a territory or a city or something later, then I'd be responsible for a lot of people, so I guess it's good practice. So it's kind of good and bad.
It's difficult when unexpected things happen and we have to adapt to them.
Sure.
She's gonna attack us.
And so about an hour and a half later, y'all are let out of the talk chamber.
Say, over Spice Murmur. Hey, Rail, you still have that suggestion thing, right? Could you make her go away?
And y'all are returned to your ensuite. A dinner has been laid out of roasted meats, sweetbreads, sauces, jams, jellies, buttered rolls, more goblets of the spiced wine that y'all had earlier.
That was a bit of an odd meeting.
Yeah. No, it was.
Odd.
Wonder who she's reporting to.
Potentially some form of psychological torture.
Didn't that one guy do psychological torture? The
Carter?
him? Yeah.
I mean, it was more on the draw out the physical, but I'm sure it was very hard on people mentally. In fact, I would say it could definitely qualify in that category.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
I mean,
Yeah.
the one person I've talked to with it didn't even have a good memory of before, and we don't know if that was from the drawing out or not. If we wanted to talk to any other previously afflicted people, Fairdeer, your boss would probably know what happened with the patients and if they're still there, and if every time you go see your boss, you're hanging out with a bunch of captured people that are still getting experimented on. And if not, Marlon helped some leave, so we could always talk to Marlon to try to get in touch with some of them.
Oh, no, they're not doing those experiments. No, they've done other things.
But they're still out in asylum. Then what happened to the people there? There were lots of people there.
They went away.
Fair dear, I'm not asking you to tell me for me, but there were lots of people there.
Okay, to my knowledge, they weren't there when I went there, correct? This is out of character, right? Because it's been a while.
You did not do like a cell-by-cell inspection, but most of the rooms you passed had been converted into personal quarters or laboratories of some sort.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing.
Of course, you stayed on the first floor in the first wing.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other two wings and the whole other underground floor.
I mean, to my knowledge, that's not going on anymore.
Well,
I mean,
if you don't think so, then probably nothing's going on. It's fine.
I mean, it's still an asylum, and it still says asylum on the sign.
Yeah. Do you know what they charge for changing the sign?
Probably under 10 gold.
That's a lot of money for some people.
They were getting a lot of free test subjects. That's a lot of not paying people.
Well, if they couldn't pay people, then they probably didn't have money to change.
Well, their employee's still there with the red hair, so they're still paying someone.
Though they have to have employees. They have to. They're probably just barely scraping by. Not all businesses can be as well off as we are. Okay.
I mean, if you want to know sometime, fair dear, ask the red-haired ex-orderly who opens the door for you.
I'm still kind of freaked out you know about that, but...
You were being very subtle.
I was in extreme pain.
Anyway, you've been to where I report on the guild. You've stayed there multiple nights. And had food there and everything. All I've done is seen one of the employees there, where you walked to. I don't know why that's creepy.
Well, yeah, but you never invited me to your little demi-plane personal thing. You just took me to the public area.
I just got the key, and I think I've invited y'all for spell stuff, but you do run off a lot and take dog walks and things. Anyway, it's being redecorated right now, so I don't know if I'm supposed to bring anyone. It's not mine, it's Valora's, so it's not like a crash party house or anything.
Well, it's not my asylum either. To be fair. I mean, I would have completely rebranded it if it were me. Or turned it into a hot nightclub. But, you know.
I mean, do you want to run a nightclub? I'm confused now.
I'm kind of in the wrong guild for that.
I mean, but is it what you want?
I don't know. I mean, I've never tried running a nightclub. I can't say that, you know, I don't want to run a nightclub.
Maybe you should volunteer at one for a night. Like an intern.
That didn't go over very well.
When have you tried? Oh, what about that nice little quaint bar where we first celebrated opening the company, the Burbling Blackbird? You could volunteer there for a night. I think there's probably much less blood and spikes. It's just a bar.
Was that the one that kept not letting me in at first?
No, this is way back. It's the Girls' Night Out bar.
Oh.
Yeah, that's with this one she's talking about is the one that's run by the Luxodon Oslo.
I mean, he was very nice. Maybe you could intern for a day.
I think I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Amnesia looks up. Goes back to you. Oh yeah, anyone who has dinner, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, I mean, you were looking into all that family stuff. You seem restless recently.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just think. Anyways, how are
Oh,
you?
have you gone to look at your old case files yet? Oh, yeah, you'd have to prove your U, I guess. They probably wouldn't just let you look at them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got 17, by the way.
Thank you.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. Rail?
Constitution check, saving throw that was?
Yes.
Yes.
Ingrid's gotten tired of
21.
nibbler platters by now, and she stopped again.
So that bird that you have right there, it looks a lot less creepy.
It's currently
want
just
me to look
perching
into that?
on the bag and not moving.
Oh.
It makes better bird noises. They're very much more bird. I like it.
Do you want me to look at it?
Aren't you looking at it? I'm confused. What do you want to look at with it?
Oh no. Just seems more normal than usual.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of weird because these were the birds that were in my office for quite a long time in Salt. I guess you could give it a general medicine look over. I'll tell it to only squawk if it's being hurt or something, so you don't hurt it. And
Yeah, do you want a medicine check or a nature check?
Me?
Yeah.
Arcana.
Okay. 26.
This... Oh, actually, no, sorry, not Arcana. It would be religion. In this case.
can I give him guidance too, though?
Sure.
21 then.
This bird has free will.
I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it just sounds hilarious.
So, congratulations, you have a pet.
Huh. Okay, well, I mean, it seemed to have fun in the bath.
It's still under the 24-hour effect, and you can re-up the 24-hour effect, but it has free will if you let it drop.
Because they're the smaller creatures, it's the 10-day effect.
Yes, sorry, what did I say, 24?
I mean, you could train it. I mean, Kay's a good pet. You could have a pet.
I could have a pet, yeah.
But, please don't give it your, spies murmur. I can only have so many avians or so.
Oh, that would definitely go to Watcher if it went to anyone.
So you're right. Hermes, how you doing, by the by?
Wistful nightmares and burning skies, the darkness comes and we shall all rise.
Good bird. Have some bacon.
Bacon!
Hermes, make a check. No, just kidding.
The bird is now drunk. Start saying all these Edgar Allan Poe in a very slurred tone.
I mean, what should our disguises be tomorrow? We should talk about that. I mean, I'm still gonna have my dress, so it's gotta be Golgari for me.
How long is this thing supposed to be?
The play? 2 hours.
Eh. As long as we don't do anything afterwards, I'm probably okay.
Not wearing a disguise? I thought we were all going to wear a
we were
disguise.
all getting in it. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I could just do my hair different or something, or like, do we need a full disguise? Like I have to wear that fake nose thing again that I forget, and it's not an ear, it's a nose. Do we have to do all that?
We should do something. Maybe makeup?
I mean, I do have disguise kits.
Can you do really pretty dramatic makeup for me? Match well, actually my dress isn't very colorful, but like just like cheek contouring kind of stuff. Ingrid looks fairly excited now that it's not necessarily a disguise, but more makeup.
Huh. Alter Self actually has a lot of things that would have been useful at other points.
Oh yeah, it's a great spell for like disguising yourself or changing how you look.
Yeah, but I think I have some special things that I can do with it.
I love that I get laughs from y'all periodically.
But in any case, yeah, I'm good on the disguise thing. Especially if it's only 2 hours.
So are we gonna all sit together?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Oh, do we even sit for these? I don't know how that works.
That is true.
You did see a number of pew seats resembling like church pews when you were there. About an hour after y'all are returned for the dinner, they come in and remove the dinner food and just lay out like, overnight snacks, cold meats, cheese slices, crackers, butter, rolls, goblets of wine and water, and they start to turn the cots, replacing the pillows, replacing the blankets, replacing the sheets, putting new stuff in.
Hey, Ingrid, I hate to ask, but can you make sure that Kay doesn't try to sneak all the meat?
So I was going to ask, do we see the person that before was going to report back to us about the bookings?
Y'all do not. They are not in this group. And I'm not going to make you roll a perception check to see if someone is there if they're not there.
I mean, well, they picked up the food. I don't need to watch for Kay, right? They picked up the food and turned down the cots?
Well, they put more food out. They put, like, midnight snack food out.
I mean, well, Kay's not on a diet or anything, is he? I mean, what if he's just hungry?
Just make sure he doesn't know his own stomach.
Okay, well, Kay, check in with me if you want food. Just like come sit over by me because you don't do that, and then I'll assume you're hungry and we'll go get you some food.
Kay makes it sound kind of like a blorp and a woof, so it's a blorf.
Whoop.
I mean, look, I know he's a jelly dog, but...
It's a jelly dog?
He can squeeze through a 1-inch space.
Yeah.
Well, that's not known to Ingrid, so that's his character.
Oh, I thought we had him do it occasionally.
No, y'all have never used any of his abilities.
You used it once when you were by yourself.
Oh.
She's like, he's a jelly dog?
Wow, I really suck at this game, don't I? I keep forgetting about such things. Yes, so he has the ability to, squeeze under cracks.
Cough.
So, like, if we all got arrested or something, he could at least break out.
Yes.
Theoretically.
I mean, I also have Animal Messenger, so he could get help too. But...
I don't know who would arrest a dog. That seems silly.
True.
Getting on close to 8 o'clock at night now.
Okay. Do we want to turn in? Do
Yeah,
we want
Ingrid...
to wake up at 5 again?
I mean, we could get up early, check a paper. You should probably in the morning. We should walk your wife home. Maybe like all of us, and we'll get the paper and come back.
Sure. I mean, if she's okay with that. Is she okay with
She
that?
kind of like nods a bit. She seems to have been mostly just relaxing today.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mavana.
Mission accomplished. Gave my wife a spa day.
Could be worse.
So during the performance, I think if I sit on one side of us and Fairdeer sits on the other side, and we have Rail kind of in the middle where we can watch him, then even if we get like in a silent zone or something weird, I could still write to Fairdeer to tell him something. He just can't answer me. I think. I don't know. That's silly to worry about. We're relaxing, right?
We are.
Yeah.
We are relaxing right now. That is what we're doing.
Oh! I have some fonts I did for you to check for possible engraving, and she hands a font page over to Frizz. They're fonts that have more straight lines, but they still have detail. It's easier with the engraving tool to not quite get a circular pattern.
All right.
Hey, Mavana.
Yes.
Answer me something.
Of course.
When is relaxing supposed to become relaxing?
3 days.
Sure.
So y'all are taking a long rest then?
Yes.
I was going to say I'll probably, if it's light work, do a bit of jewel crafting because I had a day left on the 2 pieces that could be a base for something.
No roll required, right?
I mean, I'll need to when I finish it. I guess I could work on the pearl because it's got like 6 days remaining.
Okay.
I'll work on the pearl one.
Alright, is there anything y'all wish to accomplish or do during your long rest?
Not really.
There's no one we're actively scrying on right now, is there?
You tried Opal earlier. That's it.
I mean, I'm asking them.
Mm-hmm.
Before we take a long rest, this is probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay, who are you casting Sending on?
Rail is going to send an apology to Hashi.
Oh my god.
What? It's been a day.
Alright, 25 words.
Well, we don't know about it, so no comments.
I can comment out of character all I want to.
I know, that's true. I probably will be later, too.
25 words.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, especially because Rail, what Rail would say and what I would say are not entirely
Synchronous.
synchronous at this point. Yeah. Hang on, let me actually write this out. So I'm gonna just
While you write it out, Frizz will tell Ingrid that maybe I was going to suggest this earlier, but I was going to suggest Hashi as a target for the scrying. Maybe I doubt it would work, but
Actually,
I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I have a feeling it's illegal.
probably
probably
illegal, but
illegal to
it's
scry on
no,
anyone.
it's already done. To be fair, I'm going to assume that also.
But also, just as a note,
We are aware that generally in Azorius buildings they break communication. So I don't even know if that sending would be even like in character a
That's
thing.
true.
Plus, if she's with the angel, then the angel will see me scrying on Hashi and will get even more mad at us. And they could be together. It's evening.
You do know that her, she starts work relatively close to now.
Ingrid knows that. She just doesn't want to scry on Hashi.
I mean, I just think we should probably just leave that alone for now.
How are you doing on that message rail?
Alright, so counting words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
As a note, I'll let Rithan know it'll be probably a couple more days, but soon.
6 words to spend.
You don't have to use all your words if you got what your message is.
Okay. Sincerest apologies. Was trying to avoid bloodshed on any side. Did not intend that outcome. Understand your anger is justified. And just end with will atone.
Faradir is innocent.
Okay.
But I don't know that in the character, so.
You feel the spell connect. You do not get a response.
Didn't expect one.
Rithin responds that he is looking forward to seeing you, but to not rush or put yourself out. Alright, so one long rest later, about 4:30, the ambient lighting in the room completely blacks out. For the 2 people awake at that time.
At what time of day is that?
4:30 a.m.
And I still have the 10-foot with Watcher's help of him pinging me, so I have Watcher ping me.
He is blind.
At the blind sight?
It's... Okay, yeah, that would function with the dark. Okay.
Hello?
Are you going to wake people up?
Well, she was going to call out hello first. Then she'll spice murmur and wake people up, I guess. Well, she's going to call out and wait and see what the response is from hello first.
About 5 minutes after the lights black out, they come back. Sitting in a... The table is gone. In its place is a chair. Sitting in the chair, leaning on his elbow with his hand rested on his chin, a shark-toothed grin, looking at Ingrid. Devotion smiles widely. Well, it's just about showtime.
And she probably would have, when she didn't get a response, if there were 5 minutes, probably would have pinged them. That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
I think. Hi, Devotion.
Hello, Ingrid.
So, I have to admit, we've been a little bit confused by the relocation.
Don't worry too much, your pretty little head about it. Oh, so, showtime. Not too far off. Just a couple hours. You should all start getting ready.
So, is there some... What are we expected to do?
Show up, enjoy the play.
Just as a check, was there ever a time listed on the ticket or in the paper?
Nope.
That's very early. That's at the start of the day. I didn't know plays were that early.
Well, this is a very special play, and what happens after the play is even more special. Wake up, you louses! And he kind of stands up and pats Ingrid on the shoulder as he heads out through the door.
Bye.
Don't be late. 2 hours.
Are we still supposed to be meeting you after the play? Because I know Frizz asked about that. Or is that something we're still supposed to be doing?
And he goes out the door and is gone.
We should get flowers.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Like, that's a thing in Ravnica, right?
Flowers are a thing pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
I guess
get
maybe not
flowers
Prexia.
Ingrid finishes off
there
her
are flowers in
mushroom dress with the last 10 mushrooms and spruces it up.
Quick reminder that flowering plants... Oh, never mind. Flowering plants are older than I expected.
So...
Sorry.
I don't know about that whole disguise thing. I mean, it seems kind of maybe not necessary.
Probably not
You
anymore.
can still do my makeup, Rail.
Sure. Well, it always does me good. It's always good to keep my hand in.
I want to look daring and daunting and like I lurk in the shadows.
Right. Fierce eyeliner. Got it. I'm thinking something with a color gradient. More of a spring or an autumn.
Well, harvest season.
Right.
Over the spines murmur, "She is the scythe, and the wheat shall tremble."
Good morning, Hermes.
You know, I did tell him not to talk about me, but that was still kind of cool. So, we're good, Hermes.
All right, everyone. Is there anything we need to do before we go?
Oh, don't we want to drop my wife off to safety?
Yeah. I'm not sure we're going to be able to go walk her over. Maybe the attendants can get some of the goblins to come and pick her up and walk back with her.
We have 2 hours, right?
Yes, but Devotion came and visited us personally. I don't know if leaving back to the agency sounds like a really good idea right now. Maybe the attendants can go notify the goblins, and some of the goblins can walk her back. I'm sorry, do you mind? I think that might be safer for Fairdeer than leaving. And she's asking Arasa if she minds.
Oh no, I would not mind hanging around here for a while, and I did okay on my own for a couple of years. I can make my way back to the offices if I need to.
I mean, unless you're saving spells, we can notify Cathal, and Cathal can keep an eye on her on the way back.
We
Or
may
send her
want
an
to save
escort.
spells. Don't we have some sort of postcards or something?
You do.
Not sure.
Are postcards within 2 hours?
We have 4 postcards at the moment.
Ingrid has a stack of them she got from the office after she realized they were office supplies.
I have 4 postcards at the moment.
I believe Ingrid has 10.
We can send a postcard.
Okay.
Here's a postcard. Here, Faraday. You fill out the postcard.
Okay, I fill out the postcard to Cathal, please. Escort Arasa back to the second side agency.
Alright. What are you going to do with it now?
Have an attendant deliver it
Okay.
to the second side agency.
So instead of just using a piece of paper, you use something for the Demir mail system to have walked over from an attendant.
Yeah, this wasn't one of the special postcards. This was just a postcard, right?
What special postcards?
Okay.
About 20 minutes later, Faradir gets a message from Cathal. Where have you been? Y'all have gone missing for 24 hours.
Missing? Did we not tell Cathal we were going to the... Oh dear.
So are you going to tell us the message, or so we can discuss it?
Okay, so I don't know if this is a history check, but did we get writing of that, or did Cathal tell us in person to our recollection?
Y'all were told by Cathal to clear out of the place for 24 hours. No one else
2
had
days.
2 days. Yeah, no one else had been told that. And when you saw Cathal on the roof, she didn't make any mention of it.
The goblins at the table would have known that Faradir was leaving, but that's all.
I don't know if goblins would have. It seemed like they were just like, oh, okay, that's what we're
Well,
doing.
the Cathal on the roof was also like, y'all should already be at the bathhouse. So that's 2 interactions with that.
Yeah, that's true.
The Cathal on the roof actually did talk about the bathhouse.
Yeah, you're right.
Because, I mean, obviously on, but...
Yep.
But you have a ability to send a response to the sending. So you can do that. And also, in character, you could decide if you let us know. Because this is us players listening.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send at bathhouse, thing with devotion, going to play soon, at Murder Coliseum. Please escort my wife back to the agency.
The Murder Coliseum, named after Samuel Murder.
Really? Not even mention that we thought she sent us there or anything. Okay.
About 3 minutes later, you get another sending. At the bathhouse still? You were just supposed to deliver something.
What were we supposed to deliver?
That was the second sending used up.
No response.
So we can hear him responding to messages. We just don't know what he's...
Only if he's responding out loud.
I think you had to with sending.
Nope, it can be telepathic. You don't have to talk out loud, but you can.
Yeah, I'm not talking out loud. So yeah, whoever told us to, the Cathal that told us to be here for 2 days was not the actual Cathal. Surprise, surprise. Cathal is very surprised that we're here. We're sending Arasa home with escort.
Arasa, when you get there, could you explain that we saw Cathal and we were told 2 days, and maybe explain the confusion?
Arasan, of course, ma'am.
Thank you. I mean, I guess I'll just get changed into the... What am I wearing? I guess a suit?
Ingrid's mage hand with its extra digit and its long fingers with gold rings on it and black nails pops up and starts intricately braiding her hair.
Arasa kind of waves, gives Faradir a pat on the right cheek, and heads out to start making her way back to the office.
Bye! Maybe we'll still get to go on that trip in a few days.
She shouts back, maybe! Alright, is there anything y'all are doing to prepare other than putting on fancy clothes?
I don't think so.
Is it possible to kind of hide a short sword?
I mean, it's a 2-foot long piece of metal with a handle and a 6-inch hilt.
I got a little matching jacket that goes sort of half over my armor, that goes over my dress. And I've got my little reaping scythe on my dress sash.
The wheat trembles.
Oh dear.
Ooh, bacon. Alright, well, if there's nothing else y'all are going to do, we will go ahead and jump forward 2 hours to y'all heading to the Murder Coliseum, I assume.
Okay.
Yeah.
You descend the steps into the torchlight lit area that was once a Izzet subtram station. The fake church scene that y'all had seen before is complete now. Opulently done. Lights, firelights float in midair down the hallway. A number of people jostle and enter to take seats. There does not appear to be any form of assigned seating, though people that are coming in groups seem to be making sure they sit together. A pink-scaled Vishino stands guard at the bottom of the stairway, while a scraggly-looking human with a mess of curly black hair and a Van Dyke beard with pencil mustache takes tickets. He takes each ticket, rips it in half, hands one half back, and keeps the other half. As y'all proceed through, he smiles at Ingrid and declines to take her ticket.
We arranged for the flowers, right?
You can. How much do you want to spend on flowers?
Just like a decent amount.
Like, how many flowers are you wanting? Like, are you wanting to fill this place with flowers, or are you just wanting, like, a dozen roses?
Like a dozen roses. Or
It'd probably be a gold and a half.
Okay.
For, like, a really nice bouquet.
Yeah. I mean, we got friend pricing, right?
I just realized you can't see me shrug, but I shrugged. Ingrid is waved through without her ticket being taken. You see the stage before you. There is a small orchestra pit that has been dug into the ground. Between the pews and the front stage, there is what looks to be a crenulated bacilla painted into the background in such a way as that it looks almost real. There's a number of stairways that lead up to open, elevated spaces for people to climb up on and look down on the audience from. it seems people are starting to get in position. Where are y'all going to sit? Together, separate, front, back, middle, left, right?
Probably towards
Together?
the front, not the very front, and together. Like
It's
second
just
row.
In
Like
the
when
middle
you're
if you
filling
can.
in a classroom, but instead of filling in from the back, it's like you're expected that you really want to actually read the slides, but not first row kind of thing.
Yes.
So like third or fourth row.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Well,
yeah.
how many rows are there? Like you
There
can do a
is
percentage
12
type thing.
rows.
Fourth row sounds about right.
Yeah.
Fourth is the closest I would sit to
All
the
right.
front.
1 second. Just swapping something real quick. As everyone sits and becomes comfortable, the lights start to dim until they're just barely candle flames flickering about in the air. A figure moves on stage, tall and lanky, bare-chested and wearing a flowing white satin kilt. Bladed wings stretching out 10 feet in either direction with a mop of blonde hair and glowing red eyes with a jagged toothed grin. Devotion stands on stage and it speaks in a loud, clear voice. Welcome everyone to the Follies of the Orzhov Prince. I hope you enjoy this inaugural performance as the opening act of the Rakdos Games. And with that, he kind of fades into the background and the play begins. The opening act is the lament of the Orzhov Prince. Royal born and doomed because though he is a prince, the Orzhov is a theocracy, and so the prince has no power within its ranks. The second act details the prince's attempts to woo crowds and gather influence. Oft his money flowing out into the hands of the needy and no one paying back the loan that they owe him. The third act proceeds with a confrontation between the prince and a number of outside interests, all of whom want to claim the debt that he owes them for the work that they have done, and having no money to speak of from the failures of people to pay his obligations, he in turn has no means of paying his own obligation. The fourth act, at the hour-and-a-half mark, shows the confrontation between the prince and a shadowy figure that moves in the background, demanding his obedience and his loyalty. As it seems he vanquishes the figure, he steps up onto one of the podiums, looking out over the audience, and begins to make a speech. And at that point, the shadowy figure emerges from the darkness behind him one more time. As the figure approaches the preaching prince, who is speaking of his greatness and the strength of his fellows, the lights cut out entirely. Blackness fills the room. Ingrid.
And Rail is going to be on his guard.
Ingrid, you hear a soft voice whispered gently in your ear. Aren't you tired of being nice? Aren't you tired of being bound by the past and owing the future? Don't you want to have a little fun. And a ticket drops into your lap. Ingrid, won't you be my angel?
I promised I'd protect him. I'm sorry.
There's a soft little laugh and a kiss on her cheek. Well, keep being a good girl then. Rail, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, great.
Because you ate the delicious food.
7.
You are...
First roll was a 22.
In the darkness, you feel yourself shifting and moving. You can't move. Your body is restrained. Something holding on to your form, locking it. As the lights return, you find yourself standing on the podium, facing out over the crowd.
Did I see him get taken with blind sight? I know.
Nope. You are currently wearing your armor, correct?
Yes. Underneath the, what was it called? Basically, yes, wearing it underneath my other clothes.
Okay. Incapacitated.
The coat of many fashions.
So that is a... Wow, I rolled shit. A 9 and a 7. But plus 8 on the 9 will make it a 17, which will meet your armor class. 1 second. Did it report it? It did not. Oh, no, wait. Oh, it did. Alright. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 16.
16? Okay, you resist that. 68. Alright. The shadowy figure with wings spread wide comes up behind you. A shadowy dagger in its grasp. It drives the black blade into the small of your back and twists it hard. You take 4 points of piercing damage and 21 points of force damage. 3
Sorry,
points.
what was that first number?
4 points piercing.
Okay.
21 points force.
Okay.
5 points necrotic. And 3 points poison.
Nifty.
And with the force of that, oh wait, hold on. Let me check something. Hold person. Paralyzed.
It's just a once per turn check, I believe.
Oh no, any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet. So take all those numbers and double them.
Oh, nifty. Making me do math now.
8 plus 6 plus 10 plus 42.
What was that?
8 plus 6 plus 10 plus 42.
Hold on 1 second.
66 damage.
8. Oh, fine. That's not much fun.
And then you
But I'm still standing.
fall from the tower, falling 20 feet and taking...
Am I still incapacitated?
You are.
That doesn't seem entirely fair.
Another 6 bludgeoning damage. The crowd erupts into riotous laughter and roars of encore and encore as the play draws to a close. And you find the Perilous left.
Mm-hmm.
You hear... The group hears people moving and heading for the outside, riotous cheers and excited shouts from outside as the Rakdos Games have officially begun.
Okay. I'm assuming we're gonna move over the rail and make sure he's, like, alive.
That's up to y'all.
I'm gonna go see if Devotion wants those tickets back.
Make a perception check. For the record, if Ingrid had said yes, that would have been 4 times that damage.
I got a 16. I don't know if I should... Oh, wait. Yeah. And then Watcher got a 20.
Watcher spots the bladed winged angel form of Devotion laughing as he heads up the stairs with a pack of jesters.
Hey, Rail.
Mm-hmm.
You alive?
Mavana comes up once there is space for her to get to Rail. And will cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on him. For 15 health.
I'm still alive.
Are you okay? Can you move?
Oh, I can move. And I'll be fine.
Ingrid looks vaguely pouty as she comes up, though.
I just need to have a talk with Devotion about getting my cut.
You already got your cut. Oh, sorry, hold on, I didn't do that. You already got your cut.
Character or out of character?
Yeah, that... You look up, and you see a kind of ape-looking demon festooned in chains, like maybe slightly bigger than a chimp, kind of sitting on the stage, kicking its legs a little. Ingrid, you recognize Tibbletop.
Hi!
Hey there!
Do you work here now?
Well, I was going to work with you, but you turned down that job offer, honey.
I think we had a communication gap, but that's okay. I hope you are happy here.
Hope you're happy being the good guy. Is he dead?
He's not dead.
No.
Ingrid actually looks a little less pouty, though, seeing Tibbletop.
So, have we learned a lesson about commanding the Rakdos?
Commanding them?
Yeah, you kind of demanded
kinda
to make a play, dude. Remember?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was funny as hell, and, I mean, the boss was seriously hoping that she would say yes. But, hey, we don't all get feathers in our caps.
Come on. Let's go back to the agency.
What, you going back? The game's just started. Now it's time for the march. The Blood March.
I mean, that's great,
can't
but
play nice.
we
You
need
don't get to play with people anymore.
okay, Rail. I think we need to cool off a bit and think about exactly what you did because I think you don't quite understand
I'd
the
probably get
position
in
you put
trouble.
them in.
I'd probably get in trouble if he went, because then if like I healed someone or something, he might get mad at me.
Boss don't care what you do as long as you do something entertaining. That was entertaining. Like I said, he's a little disappointed, but hey, you don't live as long as he has without a little disappointment every now and then.
That's fair. Let's go back to the agency.
Be clear, Ingrid has not explained that conversation.
To be clear, I'm basically grabbing Rail and we're in somewhat steering him away.
Are you going out on the walk tabletop?
Oh, no.
Rail ain't moving.
I'm on the breakdown
just-
crew.
Do what?
Can I stay and help?
If you want, sure. I mean, we got any points up at the crenulation, and a burst of fire jets from his hand to, like, just kind of exploded.
Yeah, no. Rail is going to basically shake away anybody's hands on him, and Rail is actually going to chase after Devotion to catch up with him.
Okay, what's your DC?
For what?
Is he trying to grapple?
is it
You're trying to
AC?
grapple?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's opposed acrobatics versus...
You're actually grappling me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's athletics versus acrobatics, whichever one you choose. Fairdeer rolls athletics. Rail can roll either acrobatics or athletics to resist. Whoever gets higher gets their way.
Yes. I have a 20.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that. You got a 4.
Alright, Rail is grappled. His movement speed drops to 0.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Gaseous Form on myself.
I'm going to counterspell with my armor.
Oh my
Does
God.
gaseous form require somatic components, though?
Say it again?
Does gaseous form require somatic components?
Yes.
Can you do somatic
Yeah, you-
grappled?
Yes,
you
you
absolutely can do while you're
Okay.
grappled. Yes.
The only
Can
thing
I
you can't do
resist?
while grappled is move.
That's fair.
And
It's not even really clear if you... I think you can while restrained, too. In some cases, unless there's specific instructions.
okay,
Ingrid,
so Rail becomes a cloud of gas, or for
Oh.
a second, then Ingrid counters the spell.
Is it third or less? Gaseous form?
It is
it
third.
is third level, yes.
Okay, then the armor counters it.
What, just automatically?
Once.
That's how counterspell works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
She gets that once per day.
Okay.
You can cast it with
Yeah.
a higher level
Oh
if you
my
want.
fucking God.
I'm gonna go ahead and I think I want to do Hunter's Mark on him just in case.
Now that you can't do while grappling because you are holding on to him. Well, no, you have extra appendages, don't you?
It's just verbal.
Oh, then yes, you can
Yeah.
totally.
So I'm gonna do that, and I
Why don't we just knock him out?
basically just gonna be like, okay, Rail, calm
Okay.
down, calm
What are you
down.
expecting Rail to do here?
I'm expecting
Not
you
go-
to calm down and not
Chase
cause
after
a
the
scene
9
in
foot
the
tall
middle.
blade winged angel?
Yeah,
of,
not
like-
go engage the guy who stabbed you and almost killed you in one hit.
And also with his entire
Oh my
clan around him. You
Yes.
idiot!
What are you expecting Rail to do here?
I'm not expecting anything, but I'm not
I'm
gonna let it
expecting-
happen.
I'm expecting him
Let it
to
go.
go
Oh my
home
God.
now.
Yes. We're going to go home, we're going to cool off, and we're going to
my
think
fucking
about
God.
what we're going to do.
I'm going to hang out with my friend Tabletop.
Yeah, about to say, like, we're going to have a rap party once we're finished breaking this shit down. Y'all can hang out if you want.
Rail?
We got booze.
Rail. Hey.
Out of character. Out of
Okay.
character. Are you expecting me to like run up and slug him or something?
That's
Yes.
what they're
That's
worried.
exactly what we're thinking you're doing, yes.
That's
That's
a very
exactly
not
what we
rail
did.
thing to do.
Ingrid's
Oh,
actually out of
you-
character.
okay.
Ingrid's actually just supporting Tuck's being proactive.
That is
uh,
legit not what
Faradir
rail
being
does.
proactive because he's usually not this involved with that kind of thing. So this is
Alright.
actually just Ingrid supporting Faradir being proactive on a decision rather than anything towards what your action would be.
Okay.
All right. In
It's
that
like-
case,
Holy
I'm going
crap,
to
you have a
cast-
plus 15 perception.
Wow.
all right, in
Um,
that case, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy
I,
She'll let that
to-
one
to
slide.
magnify Rail's voice.
Oh my god. At least it's not enchant magic. Because out of
okay.
character, I don't think you're gonna slug him. I think you're gonna try to enchant him and do something really dumb.
Basically, I don't know exactly
I
what
don't
we're
know
going
what
to
kind
do,
of
but it's
impression
sort
I'm
of
giving
like...
all of Rail.
Hey, I want you guys to
But
get
no,
back in
Rail is-
character because I
Rail
want
is
to know
going
what's
to
going to
cast-
happen.
Rail is going to
Okay,
cast
he's on the
Thaumaturgy, magnify his voice, and shout out to Devotion, "Hey, Angel! I'm sure you're. I don't mind a bit of fun now and then, but next time, buy me dinner first."
He did. He
Yeah,
literally
he
did.
literally did.
And breakfast and lunch. You idiot! This is exactly
Do
what
none of
I'm
you
holding
exist?
you right now.
You
None of
do.
understand
You see
the-
for a
the
second
importance
as
of the
he.
parting comment.
You see it for a second
You
as he
really don't.
ascends the
Okay.
stairs. He kind of looks over his shoulder and blows a kiss.
Thank you.
You good?
Oh my god, it's
You good?
He rolled an
Faradir.
8
Look, I
On
don't
his
know
what?
what you were gonna do.
for his perception, but he has plus 12 perception. So
Alright. Jeez, none of you understand that.
So Tabletop,
No.
what do we disassemble?
You just don't
What's
get it.
the
No,
You just
I
don't get it.
I really
Like,
don't.
And like his tentacles are like releasing, like he doesn't have the death grip anymore. It was just sort of like just to make sure that everybody understands the scene. It's like he sees Rail get up, suddenly look at Devotion, and like Faradir wasn't sure what he was going to do, but he wasn't even sure if Rail was like fully conscious and not just like concussed, and just was like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to restrain you because you're hot-headed. And
Tabletop
Yeah,
grins.
again,
I
that's-
get it. I get it,
That's
buddy.
not the kind of hot-headed Rail is.
I get you. Yeah.
It is.
it was kind of just an instinctual thing. But
There is, yeah. Rail is going to cast Mage Hand, flick Faradir, and then Ferald in the forehead, and then walk out.
I haven't been doing
Hey.
it. I've just been standing here.
Hey.
Out of character, I think it's a bad idea. I've just been watching this whole thing.
So,
Okay,
is he going
just
to?
Faradir then.
Dude, you're
not
like
Ferald.
halfway to Arachnos. Come on. Help us break
I'm
down
gonna
half of
have
your.
like a arm around,
Alright.
like
so
Wow.
Ingrid
Now let's get some drinks.
Ingrid turns
Agreed.
into a cute little demon girl and flies up there. Is like, I can only be in this form for a few minutes. What high stuff do we need to do?
Tabletop whistles and then points to one of the joints on the crenulation where there is a metal shaft holding two pieces of wood together.
Ingrid's got 10 turns, so she gets busy helping with stuff. She's got the retrograde legs like Leia's daughter, but she's got like the little red skin and the little cheek spikes and stuff like the cacklers do, and a frilly lacy black dress.
So, question: who is currently in the audience area?
I think we're all wherever Tabletop is.
Tippletop's
Yeah,
on the stage. Did
Okay, then
anyone
we're on
climb
the
up on the
stage.
stage with him?
Yeah, I thought that's where we all were.
Okay, just checking.
I'm probably on the stage trying to move off. I don't know how that timing is.
Because you ran up to grapple him.
Right, exactly.
Just checking. Okay, so as Ingrid flies up and pulls the pin, the entire crenulation along one side of the wall just crashes down into the audience area, where on top of the pews. There is a massive sound of crunching wood and shattering stone from the impact. All right, so just pull the pin on the other side then.
Are there still people in the audience?
No, most of everyone had left.
Okay. You sure? Because it's like cracking stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay.
Rakdos.
You pull the other pin and the other crenulation along the back wall falls. You see, that was just an emergency in case we didn't get the ovation at the end. You never know how popular a play is going to be until you actually do the play.
I mean,
Again,
True.
Rakdos.
So, yeah, we'll let the peons clean this up, and we got booze. Y'all want booze? Or y'all want to get in on the blood march?
I think I'm feeling booze.
Yeah, definitely booze. And I kind of give like Rail like a pat on the shoulder.
Ow.
Oh, you okay? Medicine check.
I'm still slightly more than half dead.
Oh, right.
You should probably heal that rail.
Mavana healed him.
Some
Okay,
alcohol in me.
the wound is closed.
It's
Mavana
medicinal.
healed for 15 points of damage, so you're not actively bleeding or anything like that.
I know, I'm just still at
But
less than half
it hurts
health.
like hell. Yeah. You basically
what?
had a shard of shadow go from your back to your sternum.
Yeah, I'm going to cast 6th level Cure Wounds on myself. 32.
God
Puts me
damn.
back above half.
Okay.
Okay,
So
there.
Tibbletop heads on into the back portion. There are a few Rakdos from the play back there, either half undressed or half in costume, having a drink, and passing around like a long curved pipe with a metal bulb at the tip that crackles with electricity.
I drop my form before I follow.
You know, female demons are really, really rare. There's like maybe 20 of them that I know total.
It's just an energy infusion. It's not fully real.
Oh.
I thought you'd enjoy the spectacle.
Well, let me know if you need another energy infusion. Rail, you are given a large bottle of brown liquor. It literally says brown liquor on the bottle. Licker.
Of course.
And the whatever it is that they have been passing around that looks a little bit like a pipe with a plasma ball on it.
You know what? I'll take a swig. And then I'm going to get to casting Mending on my outfit. What? Stab wound in me will heal on its own. Stab wound in the coat? That you have to fix.
That wasn't the part we were.
Oh, so you take a drink and you taste iron. It's hot and a little thicker than you would think. You may take the effect of a long rest immediately. Or,
Wow.
the effect of a short rest immediately. Sorry.
Dang. Say that is some drink if it can give you a long rest.
Yeah,
Alright.
and also you passed out for 8 hours.
Oh yeah. Alright, I'll take a short rest, and I will spend 2 hit dice. That's 2d8 plus 3 healing.
The tabletop laughs and is like, yeah, skull meat, it'll boost you up, but don't ask what's in it, okay? And he
ask.
Yeah.
Identify what's in it.
So, are they like marching all the way to the area they're gonna climb?
Oh yeah, no. Like once he got stabbed, like someone got stabbed in every other theater for the other rings, and now the blood march begins.
So even though they didn't advertise their own place? Or did they? I didn't hear anything.
I mean, this is the boss's area. No one's going to, because...
Oh, so they all went back home in between. I was confused because I saw, like, all the food stalls and stuff being set up, and everyone was together near the Orzhov area here. So I guess they went back in between?
Oh yeah, no, that's a soft open. They were just testing out, like, the recipes and stuff. Everything now is heading towards the first, I think? Hold on, let me check which precinct it was.
First sounds right.
Because it's the one with the basilica. Which is just a fun word to say. I have to say, I thought Ingrid was going to take him up.
Yeah, that would have killed me.
I didn't think so.
Well, that would have put you unconscious then to 2 death saving throws from the fall.
Yep.
So not necessarily killed you?
Pretty damn near. Ow. But yeah, it's... Y'all, again, I don't know the...
Yeah, first precinct. Precinct 1.
Impression y'all got of Rail. If you were basing this on how Rail reacted to Asaf, there is one very important difference between Devotion and Asaf. But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Asaf's wings are made of blades.
Asaf threatened your family?
Got it in 1.
Technically, that was like 3.
Well, it was Faraday's first guess.
Fair enough. Anyway, but yes, no, I kind of figured as much. Anyway, you drink skull mead. You don't want to know what is in it, apparently. Do you partake of the other thing that they're passing around?
What was the other thing again?
Okay, imagine Gandalf's pipe, but replace the bowl with a plasma ball.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to press my luck on that one.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I am going to peer pressure Faraday into doing it.
Anyway,
Nope.
Tabletop is
all the
very
cool kids.
excited. It's like, so, the Blood March is the best part. Basically, it is a giant moving carnival from every every precinct in the district, all marching to first.
Actually, that'd be interesting to see, but I'm kind of nervous about someone seeing me. There's, I have complications from home, maybe?
We'd love to see, but we have a lot of, like, business meetings to make.
Shush, Faraday, we're on break.
I mean, like,
Oh, that's why we're trying to cover for you.
I mean, if you're worried about stuff, the boss offers protection.
Look at Rail.
If he'll do that to his friends, what do you think he'll do to the people that he doesn't want to bother you?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it would be very expensive protection. I mean, if I just wait a bit, surely he's bound to go home after a bit, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore.
Also, we already have one favor. that
One.
we are entitled from them, so probably wouldn't be best to.
Tabletop arches a brow at that.
We should go.
To clarify, you mean to the office, right?
I mean to the office.
All right.
But you can go.
I'm going.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's like
I'll stick with Ingrid.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you next tomorrow.
Yeah, Faraday, you sure you don't want to come along?
You're going to the Blood March?
I don't know yet. I mean, right now I'm just kind of hanging out in here. I don't have to decide that yet.
It's something I've never had a chance to experience before. Look at
Are
all the
you
research I've been doing.
almost dead?
Not anymore, I'm not. Yeah,
Okay.
after that second cure wounds rail is close to full.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
I burned my highest level spell slot on a self heal.
Clerics.
Yeah.
I mean, on one hand, but on the other hand, he healed.
I mean, I burned my highest level spell slot on meeting a friend and having theatrics.
I mean, I did technically burn the first one.
I have all my spells.
Right.
Good for you.
You know, if things
Thank
do
you.
get out of hand, we can always leave. At great speed if necessary.
That is the first thing you have said in 48 hours that I agree with, Rail.
I mean, I think you said, like, good morning or something. I agreed with that.
Well, okay. Point retracted.
No, you want to keep the points out for the Blood March. Trust me.
I'm not included.
I was just going to have a
in
spore cloud.
combat.
Like, it would just make people near me more mellow. That was, I think that's...
Like, I'm gonna level with you.
Kind of...
I don't have any of my weapons or armor, and I kind of like to go back and get on.
Where'd you leave them?
Yeah.
You didn't put them on? I put on my armor. I even said it when I was getting dressed.
And I put on my formal suit.
Even
Nobody told me
Mavana
we were
is.
going.
Yeah. Even Mavana has her armor, though her armor is currently shaped to look like formal robes with metal reinforcements. Basically, she can make it look like whatever she wants. It just has to have some form of metal reinforcement visible on it.
Okay.
Maybe you should go get them from the bathhouse then and not leave them behind.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to leave.
So you're going to go from the Murder Coliseum, which is to the west, when the Blood March is heading to the east, but northeast, and then go east to get your weapons and armor from a Rakdos run day spa.
Honestly, can we just kind of say that when I noticed everybody else was armored up, that I probably wouldn't just go and see. I think
or maybe pass them to me because I have extra storage.
Yeah, she's got that whole bottomless bag.
Yeah, I misunderstood. I thought that you were going in your dress, Ingrid, and like.
Oh, I said I had my. I put a little jacket over my armor over my dress. I actually detailed that out, and had my scythe at my belt.
It's fine. It is no fun for me to strip you of your armaments or armor at this point.
Okay.
Mostly just because we've been going for 4 hours, and I'm ready to
we're
call it.
over.
Yeah. I had to say, I've been looking forward to that. Honey, you keep on going on. You kept on going on about how stressed Ingrid is over some things, and like she's going to think that I changed this because she told me something. It's like, I want to assure everyone, this has been in planning since the Orzhov fight.
mean,
Yeah.
you could tell Ingrid got a little snippier after some stuff was pointed out. Ingrid's kind of snippy right now. But no, she has that armor promise thing going on. So
I mean, I did not. I figured 50-50 chance it would go one way, and it would be Ingrid doing the stabbing. I figured another way, and it would be Ingrid with the assassin dagger doing the stabbing. Oh, by the way, hey, tomorrow around, I don't know, noon or 1 o'clock Central Time, the Scroll of the Assassin and the Assassin Dagger will both be available on D&D Beyond under the homebrew. Just search for my name, Gearnus. And I think that's it. Did anyone have anything they wanted to add other than like the fact that this background music has been provided by Sirenscape? D&D Beyond is a great and powerful tool, and hey, just how much fun is Dungeons and Dragons?
It's pretty fun.
Pretty fun.
It's a good gaming group.
Yeah.
And a good GM.
Yeah, pretty great GM, pretty good game. Wish I was able to participate in a fight with Devotion, but it's fine.
I mean,
you could go to the Murder Coliseum on an off day.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always try and impress him on the Blood March, which is what we're going to be doing next week.
I'm thinking about it.
Rail, say the line.
Alright, folks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And in these uncertain, often terrifying times, please, always make like a polite werewolf. Like and subscribe.
Stay safe, wear a mask, and don't think too deeply about the fact that Tippletop offered Ingrid a demonic infusion. See y'all on our next stream, guys. Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Later, folks.
Oh, hey. This stream has been going for 4 hours today. We've been playing this campaign for 66 episodes now.
Crazy.
Let's
More
see.
than halfway to the triple digits.
Y'all are in the third act. Hey, we're going to run some commercials. If you want to stick around for the commercials, I appreciate it, but you don't have to. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Screen is up. It's running commercials. I had fun. You guys had fun?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to turn off the audio now.